There we go. We here.
Wait, before we start.
No.
Because I want to make sure I didn't want to skip over what we talked about pregame. Thank you for making it to the other side, Scott. Thank you to anyone out there that makes it to the other side of any type of mental war or an emotional war that you're going through. Thank you for making it to the other side, because we have people here that want to see you make it and want to help you grow.
Bro, the concept of the mind is fascinating, right? For that simple fact, right? When you in some type of depression and you in some type of like negative thought process, you genuinely have voices in your head telling you like, yo, that's not true. Right? You people like, you'll like, if you in like a really dark state, you'll have voices be like, yo, you don't have nobody for you.
Yeah.
I'm very blessed and fortunate to have a village and a brotherhood of brothers that I know I could call on, just like I hope everybody like on this team, this brand, this brotherhood knows that my number is on 24/7 for any of y'all at any given moment. But yeah, no, man, like it's prayers up to anybody going through something at the moment. You know what I mean? Like Julio, you inspired me so much when something you said earlier, maybe about earlier this year, and you were just talking about like potting is therapy, and like just talking, like just sometimes talking through just wrestling or music or film or whatever, like that's therapy. You know what I mean? And I'm a firm believer that therapy is not just sitting down with somebody just exchanging thoughts. Sometimes it is your favorite show, watching wrestling, talking wrestling.
Yeah.
That's always stuck with me, man.
I'm glad it did, man, because like I try, like, because I fight my own mental stuff all the time. I'm always I live in my head. You know what I'm saying? Like legit. You know what I mean? But I'm just grateful for these outlets, man, like wrestling outlets, like music, not even just rap, all kinds of music, and just like brotherhood, communities, having something to look forward to is very big too. Like knowing I got this on Tuesdays, knowing I got the pod on the weekend, when I got my daughter on the weekend, knowing, you know what I mean? It keeps me moving, knowing that Raw is coming on Monday, knowing that Dynamite's coming on Wednesday, knowing that SmackDown's coming on Friday. You know what I mean? It's big.
It's key, bro. It's key.
One day at a time. That's
1 hour at a time.
1 hour at a time. Whatever at a time you got to put there. Do that, and then just be where your feet are. The cheat code is the village at the end of the day, no matter what. So not everybody's fortunate to have it. It's very hard to obtain, and then it's very hard to maintain. That's even harder. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Thanks, Mom. It's very hard to maintain because people grow, right? People grow, life be lifing. So, and then people motives and how they think, how they move, that changes too. So then you gotta, okay, I gotta put you here now because you can't be part of this journey. So I'm fortunate that this part of my journey, my nigga's with me. He's a good kid. Give him some cheese and a stromboli. He's a good earner.
He's a good earner.
I know people tapping in right now. They probably mad confused. They were like,
right, is this the watch list?
Is it live?
Yeah, right.
Is this the right podcast?
Yo, I'm crying. I'm like, I'm glad I didn't say nothing crazy.
Why am I emotional? All in.
I'm looking at this in like 4 minutes. I'm having.
My bad, dog. I thought you heard me when I said it. I
thought you know.
I'm sitting here like, damn, like, how we gonna turn this around and get into this?
Because wrestling is therapeutic. You know why it's therapeutic? We got options. So, yeah. Scott, let's talk about what led to one of the biggest options.
Oh, you jump in full segments, man. We haven't even done a question. We haven't even done the intro yet.
Oh wait, let's reel this back first. Let's reel this back.
We look. This is an AEW pay-per-view, so this will be this is going to literally be like an AEW pay-per-view. We working at night, boys. We working at night.
I got a rant about that too.
Oh yeah, we will. Yeah.
Stop crying to me about duration times. Stop crying to me about duration times. Worry about your girls when she crying about duration times. Don't worry about what Tony doing.
To answer your question, brother, first of all, thank you for tapping in dearly. We have this be what we want it to be. We will go through the card, but if we decide to go both blow for blow, sure. But the watch list is not about that. The watch list is more than just reviews on shows, man. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I think the one thing I'll say this before we really get cooking. The one thing I've loved about our trio and what we've established with the watch list is we have taken a normal concept of just watching pro wrestling, and we have been, I feel, some of the best retro, nostalgic conversations that bleed into what's happening today. You know what I mean? From intelligent minds. You know, it's more than just like, yo, this match happened, blow for blow. Yeah, you know what I mean? We give you the knowledge, we give you the history, we give you a different, 3 different perspectives of what was watching. Like, for example, this is the first watch list that we've done where I was able to actually go back and listen to my full original review I did on BGW, right? Which it was I'm like, yo, that Scotland Underwood hated AEW. I was slandering the hell out this show, but
that's great.
That's probably why we ain't got no press passes now, because Tony went back on your ass.
No. Listen.
Nobody go back to nothing. Don't go back to nothing. Please.
So question of the week, man. What we got, man? Who anybody got one? I can come up one on the spot. I just wanted to see if anybody got one.
You know what's funny? I had a good one for you for like two weeks ago, and then I smoked it.
Down. All right, I got one. Fluff, but keep it a buck. Ooh, that's a ooh.
Keep it a buck.
Fluff, but keep it a buck. Yeah, let's Scott. Remember this timestamp.
Writing it down. 8 minutes in.
Right there, you go. Thank you very much. Yeah. For you 16 viewers, hey. We know where you are. Don't try to steal.
Yo, shout out to y'all, 16. I love that, man. I'm not. Every number matters, nigga.
Every number matters. All right. Fluff or keep it above. What is your honest opinion about how we're managing to get to WrestleMania?
What you mean? Let's talk down. That's how the fuck. That's how you talk about. Shout out my boy, Fat Boy, my manager, down bad record.
We good.
Love.
Like, that's how this WrestleMania card. There you go. But we good, nigga. That shit I call this fire. I want to hear nothing. It was a nasty road to get there. But that's another thing too. I'm glad we've been doing this, the watch list, because I'm watching these shows. So I'm watching the shows beforehand. A lot of these WrestleMania builds, pay-per-view cards ain't shake out in February. Elimination Chamber, it'd be mad different world champions changing hands. Like, nah, everything ain't that little 38 to 40 run turn everybody out, and they thinking, oh, Mania is supposed to be this backed out months in advance. No, I remember when Cena and Rock was announced, and it was the audacity. They're gonna announce the main event a year out. Like, what the fuck we gonna do? So, like, let's not rewrite history for the sake of a couple retweets. You know what I mean? Like, WrestleMania cards never get built out this incredible long distance. You get a feeling, but it's never like washed out.
Scott.
This is a down bad man. This is a down bad Mania. I will say this. And this is just me, right? And I'm gonna expand more on this on BGW this Sunday. But I'm more oddly enough, this coincides to like Double or Nothing, right? Because what thing we'll talk about when we get to it is like what pro wrestling was like before AEW, like the New Japan, Ring of Honor, the indie scene at the time. I'm more excited about the matches happening outside of WrestleMania. Like we got you got Mark Davis versus Masato Tanaka, Ricochet versus Leon Slater just got announced. I'm excited for there's a match. I think it's the Rascals. Yes, Dez, Wentz, and Myron against Alex Price, Jordan Oliver, Marcus Mathis. That's going to be an insane match, right? You know what I mean? So like, that's why I love WrestleMania weekend in general. You know what I mean? Like, I know there's people that don't watch anything but WWE, and that's perfectly fine. There's people going to WrestleMania just to go to WrestleMania. But I am going to enjoy that Wednesday to Sunday because there's other things happening, right? Wow. And so I feel like if you solely focus on WWE and you're watching the products, you know, Monday, NXT, Saturday, SmackDown, it may not hit for you, you know what I mean? But by the time when you get to Mania, I've always looked at it like this. As long as the matches at Mania are fire, we good. You know what I mean? Like at the end of the day, that's really all that matters because you're going to watch anyway.
Yeah, that's a fact.
You're going to watch it.
The indies, y'all support the indies because WrestleMania weekend, these indies is pulling up in their best dress. So you getting the best of niggas. You're not even getting niggas on their bullshit. They're going to have the best people, the best talent they can find, and they're going to put on a show because they're trying to take you with them to May. They're going to try to get you to fill up the venue in June. So stick with them because it's really like an all-star weekend. You feel what I'm saying? That's the beauty of WrestleMania where a lot of guys have stolen WrestleMania weekend and gotten signed. So, and I'm a big ROH fan. So they kind of like home. They kind of like, to me, made this WrestleMania weekend into something with having shows on that WrestleMania weekend. They don't really get enough credit to me for it. You know what I'm saying? So much so they had to pull up with the NXT. You feel what I'm saying? But shout out to King Davion, excuse me if I'm pronouncing it wrong. I love that them qualifying matches was on Main Event because guess what? Go watch Main Event.
No, for real. I love that they told them
that. Main Event is a business.
Main Event been fire. They shoot. I think it was this past episode. Like they had a fire match with Apollo.
Fire. Watch Main Event happen. That's the best way. So everybody can be like, oh, why would you have this match on Main Event? Why nobody ever asked, why am I not watching Main Event? If I'm so invested that I wanted to see JD have a qualifying match, which he wasn't, let's be honest. Not saying you in particular, King. I'm just saying in general when niggas was crying like, where'd JD go? Like, come on, stop it. Y'all just like to cry, bro.
Bodega, what's up, bro?
Shout out my nigga Bodega. We in the building, New York.
Come on.
Mariners got on y'all.
One of my favorite matches, especially like for a WrestleMania weekend, was because I watched it actually in preparation of this, was PCO versus Walter. You know what I mean? Like
niggas gotta talk about PCO too, man. PCO run. PCO, that's why. Don't let me. This is for the older viewers. Do what the fuck you want to do in life. Don't let nobody shut you. Because when I tell you that nigga PCO had 4 years at like 55, 60, I don't know how old this nigga was. Like 4 or 5 years, made a lot of money and made a name for himself. We didn't even have no business because they see him in 30 years, 20 years. Like, stop. Get active. It's get hot season.
That nigga has the flattest moonsault I've ever seen, but he pulls it off.
It's because he don't care.
Right.
That man does not care about his safety. He don't care about his part. Now, imagine that's today. Imagine what he was like. Like I said, he wrestled Walter.
Yeah.
And he outshined Walter. Yeah,
Yeah.
the quote my brother,
It was hot that run. Niggas forget he was hot that run.
to
was
quote
loving
my brother Julio, don't let that go over your head, man.
Don't let that go over your head. Facts. Don't let that go over your head.
Come on. But you know what? What's not gonna go over your head? This intro. Let's get to it.
My intro.
Why does it matter to me? It's in my veins, baby. It's in my blood. You understand? Since kindergarten, since I was about this high, I've been watching wrestling.
Watch this. This ain't the pod for the gossip kid. BGW watch list. Black guys, civilized them 85s. Acknowledge the nerd that knows with the vibes. If you catch my live, Scotland goes live. No logos, bell to bell. 5 leaf for the leave it off the list of them holy grails. Speak raps with Chaz and D-Mac. 3 count on D-Mac. Telling pause to relax. Watch this. The watch list. Black guy. Watch this, the watch list. Black guy.
The highest form of intellectual conversation in professional wrestling. The show for the sickos, where we break down the science, knowledge, and the fucking graps. This is the watch list. It is me, the poetic professor, Scotland Underwood, coming in first. Happy Tuesday to you. Yeah.
It's your boy, man. Shout out to Scott, man. It's your boy Heartbreak Julio, aka the Almanac, aka No Bay Mysterio, aka Clarence Mason IV, aka the Leaning Tree, aka the Last Real Unk, aka CM Unk, nigga. Whatever, nigga.
Don't let that shit go over your head. You know what I'm saying?
Big
Don't let
Almanac.
it go over your head.
Big Almanac show. Don't ever let it go over your head. I'd rather periods than targets. I need my circle smaller. Don't let that go over your head. Shout out my brother Dre. Happy birthday to my brother Dre. My co-host on the Almanac show. Happy birthday, dog. Love your soul.
Love, bro. Love.
LL Cool C.
Come on, this.
Nah, that nigga.
And we are now motherfucking live on BGW Radio.
Ooh, that's fine.
Go, 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 go.
I like that.
that. Was that good?
I like that. Yeah.
Yes, I got a new intro. Wait till the outro.
Nah, this shit felt like BGW in '93. Theme song had me felt, yeah, bro. Yeah. It's nasty.
Yeah. Shout out to A.O. Baker.
Yeah, I always loved to AO, the Ringside Club.
AO. Man.
This was when Julio was talking, man. The hardest working man in the planet. That is facts. Julio is the hardest man in the game.
We working hard. We trying to play harder.
Dave.
Love, bro.
Lawson.
IC champion.
Yo, that IC title, he might have to pull up with that. Yo, that IC title, every time I see that shit, I'm like, yo, that shit tough. I see why you got that so proud of me, nigga.
Come on. So we here to talk about AEW Double or Nothing 2019.
Yeah, and AEW love, man. Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, the first AEW joint that we've done here on the watch list. So if I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong.
It is. Yeah.
It is. Okay. Yeah. I like this for the simple fact that usually we pulling from memories of childhood. You know what I mean? Like we were young men.
Yep.
We were grown ass men. This wasn't that long ago.
No, it didn't feel like that ever. I want to talk about that too. Shout out to them, man. I'm here to talk shit. I'm here to rain. I'm here to talk shit. Because now we talking shit we were here for. Like, and everybody that's in the chat was here for him. And if they wasn't, we're going to still Because that's the best thing about the watch list. If you don't know something, you're going to learn something. I'm a co-host on the show. I'll be learning things. So it's like, this is going to be something. I'm ready to get to it. Because it's a lot of revisionist history and niggas is fickle. I'm here to tell you fans is fickle, man. Like my GOAT told niggas years ago.
So if y'all don't mind, can I lay the foundation of how we get here? If y'all don't mind, please interject. You know what I mean? Like, this is full dialogue because we have to go back to May 16th, 2017, right? That's a very pivotal day. So before we get to why this is a pivotal day, I gotta lay down what the foundation is going on in the world, right? In this present moment, New Japan Pro Wrestling is, to me, the premier wrestling promotion. Yeah, there's WWE, but New Japan is giving me everything I need. It's got Tanahashi, it's got Okada, Naito's cooking, right? But on the Gaijin side, the foreigner side, it's Bullet Club, right? Bullet Club, we talking Kenny, we talking the Bucks, we talking Cody just got released a year earlier. Now he's linked up with them, right? Then they have a partnership with Ring of Honor at this time. This is a period of Ring of Honor I love very dearly too. The Briscoes. This was my introduction to Brody King. Roosh was my introduction, right? Adam Cole, Kyle O'Reilly, Roger Strong still cooking. You got a young Hangman Adam Page. Like, you know what I mean? Like, the game is healthy. Independent.
Adam Cole.
This is before the rope.
This a time. This was ROH. You've been on this show for 3-4 weeks talking about season finale, series finale. This was Ring of Honor series finale this era too. Facts.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Scott.
Oh, no. You good? Because they were cooking at this time. You know what I mean? Like,
God.
They were cooking. Right? This was actually a time where Dalton Castle was good. You know what I mean?
Don't let that go over your
Don't
head.
let that go over your head, man. Yo, I miss Adam Cole too, man.
Yeah.
Every day.
I miss
Every day, King. Every day I miss him.
I didn't think I'd miss him this much, but I miss that guy, dog. But yeah, New Japan is absolutely a movie. Just so many things are happening in this time frame, right? Because the Elite was like, that was destined. If you weren't a WWE fan, like, you were getting your love from the Elite. Like, everybody, PWG is cooking. You know what I mean? The independent scene is thriving. You know what I mean? HOG is popped up. Oh man, we got the Crush in here, man.
Gang,
that was the show.
The legend.
That was the show. Day one, Crush.
Come on, please. If you tapping in, please join the chat. Please join the conversation with us. So, like I said, the Elite, we're in a different bag, right? And most of the time, the only time you really got to see the Elite stateside was either PWG or Ring of Honor, like, because of the partnership between Ring of Honor and New Japan. But then May 16th, somebody makes a tweet to Dave Meltzer. Let me see if I can pull it up so that way we have it.
Like, damn, you got it?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Maybe no. Hold on. Man, did it not go through? That's whack. Damn it. Well, anyway, I can read the tweet. I apologize, everybody. Actually, no, I don't, man. We going off the cuff.
Damn.
Yeah, no.
All right.
Tweet was from a gentleman by the name, I got it right here, at the WWE guy. And he tweets Dave Meltzer and he asks, do you think Ring of Honor can ever sell out an arena with 10K fans, something like Madison Square Garden, right? And I remember this tweet. Very vividly because I was like, no. But like the concept of it, you gotta remember.
Right.
Ask, and you asking Dave Meltzer, so Dave Meltzer, he's gonna give you a journalistic point of view. You know what I mean? He would know. It was unrealistic to think anybody but WWE could do 10K, right? We are damn near 20 years removed from WCW, ECW being a thing, right? Just the idea of Ring of Honor at this time doing 10K in a major arena, let alone Madison Square Garden, just seemed ridiculous.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah, and Dave pretty much said that. He was just like, I don't foresee it. I just don't see that happening. And here comes Cody Rhodes' ambitious ass, where he was like, all right, bet. You know what I mean? So then it's like a challenge, because the wrestling business at this time is very, my guy. My man just walked by. He got the watch list on his phone. That's
Black God shit, though. Black God shit. This really black God. Salute. It don't matter what niggas going to do in the middle of anything. A nigga going to always answer the salute. Unless the smoke.
You never turn it down. But going back to like Cody pretty much accepting the challenge to do this, right? You thinking of the logistics, you know what I mean? Because it, like, realistically, this is a gamble, right? This 2017, you going to put on a show in a major arena, it just didn't seem viable, especially for an independent show. And by goddamn, they did it. And there's a reason why they did it, which is very important to this story too. January 4th, 2018, Wrestle Kingdom, the match between the Alpha and the Omega. Kenny Omega versus Chris Jericho. Chris Jericho at this point was WWE through and through, right? You know what I mean? Like, once again, the idea of somebody of the stature of Chris Jericho making an appearance at New Japan, let alone wrestling Kenny Omega, unheard of, bro.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't Chris Jericho, before he got to WCW, cut his teeth in New Japan?
So he cut his teeth in. He wrestled 2 matches in New Japan, or a few matches. I apologize. He got his cut in a promotion called War, Wrestle and Romance, under Tenaru.
Okay.
But like I said, he did a little like stint at the end with New Japan, didn't really work out.
Okay.
But at this time, like the other Japanese promotions, like New Japan is like above everybody else. So Chris Jericho doing this match with Kenny Omega, massive, you know what I mean? Because now the idea is starting to formulate even more. Like, oh, Chris Jericho is now popping up around here. That's a big name to somebody, right? So, oh no.
Man, nah, I think we gonna listen.
I didn't mean to say that.
Nah, man. We ain't gonna do that to the cornerstone.
Oh, bad.
Do that to the cornerstone tonight.
It's my fault. It's my fault because I caught it so fast.
I wasn't even trying to.
I know you. I'm sorry.
Both. He got niggas on both channels. Is he pulling up tonight? Don't do that to the cornerstone. Still.
Oh shit.
That's 30 years in the game. Still got niggas on 2 channels. Which one is he gonna appear on? Don't do that to the cornerstone.
Because I can't ever take away, despite my personal, what he's done in this game.
Last time you seen him, who he was in the ring with? Bandito, right? Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
I thought Scott was being an asshole.
Okay, I'm sorry. I told you I'm on it. I'm on everything today.
But look at this point, Chris Jericho isn't hated like he is today. Like,
right.
Like, that's my favorite thing now to do on this pod. 2 things. One is to upset Julio with tweets that I see, right? And there was a tweet I saw, yo. Because
you know what? These phones record everything. I'm not being a conspiracy theorist, just fact, right? So the minute you've been telling me on this episode, this powerful platform of the watch list, All of a sudden, this week, I'm seeing wild bad opinions on my algorithm on my own. So I'm interested for you to tell me what
The tweet I saw was the original tweet said, "Who is a wrestler that, as time has went on, you realize has a very boring and terrible match catalog?" And the person I saw got over 20K. You know what I mean? Like they're a historian. Their answer was Jericho. So Jericho, and here's the thing, right? Here's the thing.
Damn.
Wrestling opinions are subjective, but man, I tell you, that was one of the dumbest things I've ever heard. For you to say Chris Jericho has a terrible and boring match catalog is quite ridiculous, bro.
Damn, that's tough.
nigga on the
God
top.
damn.
Guerrero don't got no classics. I want all y'all to go in your phone. Go to Google Maps. I want y'all to Google Maps. Now listen close. I want you to type NATHANS. Nathan's. I want y'all to put that on your Google, and whichever is the closest one to you, you hit go, and you go to that Nathan's. That's where I'm at with it, because niggas is just trying to get a couple dollars off Elon. That's it, and I'm tired.
That's even the wilder thing. This brother don't even have a blue check. He doing this. He doing this for the.
He just free game, just for vibes.
I'm telling. Look, if there's an historian watching right now, somebody laying off some punches to Jerry Lawler, and everybody's like, "See, that's the problem with wrestling today." You know what I mean? Nobody has a good working punch. The punch fucking sucked, dog. Like, it was a terrible, terrible punch. You know what I mean? The problem with wrestling historians is they be thinking like, yo, let's get back to the way wrestling used to be. No, because sometimes the way the wrestling used to be was trash, right? Ain't nobody trying to watch niggas arm drag for 20 minutes. You know what I mean? That's cool in certain situations. Absolutely. That's no problem. But do you think I want to watch a match finish with somebody dropping an elbow on them? Not even from the top rope. They just dropping an elbow standard, vertical. I don't want to see that. I like the concept of like I don't know about y'all. I like wrestlers kicking out of one. It doesn't bother me.
What Jay-Z say?
Yo, they complain about it. Kicking out, niggas kicking out at one. I get it, but it's gonna be a bunch of niggas matches with niggas kicking out at two too. So what we gonna go?
What we doing?
You like my old shit? Go buy my old album. Go watch some old shit then. Go watch it.
Just tell me what you like. Stop telling me about what you
like. What do you want? What do you want?
Tell me what you like. Tell me about what you don't like, man.
Nothing's good enough.
Tell me what y'all like, bro. That's it. Love that. Like, niggas, I be learning shit too. Like, oh, I like this match with Tanahashi and Goto from 2006, and then I'm looking like, oh, this shit, they got busy. All right, like, yeah, learn.
But no, Jericho was in his bag. Let's cut the shit. Like, I know how I feel about him.
Jericho had with Rock on Raw, man.
Right, let's take it easy. Let's just take it easy. Let's take it easy.
Don't talk to me. Jericho got busy with Rock on Monday Night Raw.
Yeah.
Like, Tom.
Yeah.
Look,
Jericho with the nigga y'all don't like to talk about. Classics, 3 of them. Sorry, yes, yeah. Classics with the niggas you love to talk about.
I remember when Jericho had this match with Kenny. Everybody was like, "This is the best match Chris has had," and maybe we back. We got Lionheart back. What are we doing?
Jericho a hustler, man. Jericho know how to work. You gotta respect a hustler, man. Jericho a hustler, man.
Look, man, you're Greg Valentine's prodigy, man. You know what I mean?
Now I'm going on to Greg.
Yes, sir.
Come on.
This is becoming a thing.
Bag chasing, man. Bag chasing. Before we dive into the actual, like the very first all-in pay-per-view, just real quick, I want to get everybody's mindset at this time, right? 2018 going into 2019. Where were you in your wrestling fandom? Like I said, we're not little boys at this moment. We grown men, you know what I mean? And we're in a depth of wrestling talent, wrestling footage, you know what I mean? YouTube is popping. There's not 40 million streaming services. Yeah, you know, David, you know, brother. But yeah, where were y'all wrestling minds at this time?
So I just slid back for the, I was back in the game long term. But again, I didn't know about anything else, but I heard, through the grapevine, this whole new kind of wave of AEW thing was kind of making its waves, but didn't see much, so I left it alone. I was a late bloomer to AEW. I was late. I want to say and I don't mean to jump off the question, I'm just trying to figure out the time frame. I think I came around AEW right when Cody was sliding back to WWE, so that was my time in AEW. But yeah, I was still a WWE kid. I still wasn't like all in on the product, but I was like, there's a buzz around it, so let me tap back in before I'm completely lost and then I may have never, joined the podcast. So yeah, that's where I was at. Still trying to figure out my ways, but I was hearing rumblings of this new little potential threat. But you know how that goes. It was always the same. Oh, potential threat here, potential threat there. And outside of TNA ROH, that was really it as far as the big names for me. That's where I was at.
I was deep in. I was potting. I was watching the Elite, being the Elite every week. So I'm invested. So I'm seeing the characters. I'm watching them build characters on YouTube, knowing that I'm a fan of Ring of Honor. I know that they got their show that they're doing, and New Japan, getting into more of the Gaijin stuff. I do want to, because I was getting more into it through the Gaijin that was popular, like the Young Bucks, and seeing what they was doing, and a couple of the wrestlers that would come over. So I was starting to get more into let me see what they're doing over there. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm deep in at this point. I'm really that comes with me being a WCW fan, as y'all know on the show, as being a ROH from damn near day one fan. TNA from the first few weeks of TNA, being into it. So I'm seeing and then I'm also a WWE fan. So at this point, I'm bored with the product. But a lot of my favorites are in the building. You know what I mean? AJ's in the building, Jones in the building, Bryan Danielson, Daniel Bryan is in the building, Seth Rollins. I fuck with Roman. So for me, I'm getting what I'm getting out of WWE. I'm not it's not the greatest to me. I'm not, but some stuff I am enjoying. For me, I don't really harp on the shit I don't like. So if something is moving me, I'm deep in with that. I'm coming back for that. You know what I'm saying? So at this point, I'm ready. I'm ready to see what the fuck about to happen and all that. We can get into it because I bought tickets to the Garden. That's how. And I went there, and when I got to the Garden, that's the thing that's ill about it. I can tell you firsthand experience. When I bought the tickets, that was not the show I ended up getting. You know what I'm saying? But we'll get into that.
So perfect segue, because I actually just double checked to make sure I have my dates correct. So like I said, the Jericho Kenny match happens Wrestle Kingdom January 4th. On January 10th, Cody and the Bucks announced that a show called All In would take place that September at the Sears Center Arena in the Chicago suburb. So it's a real thing. This is happening, right? And then it's important to note that this show was going to be funded between Cody, the Bucks, and Ring of Honor, right? And I think that's an important note for people to remember.
Yeah, Ring of Honor, Sinclair, niggas had bread. Yeah,
they were shilling money because that summer they announced with partnership with New Japan that at WrestleMania weekend they were going to run Madison Square Garden, the G1 Supercard, right? Which was a massive, massive get, right? And I'm so glad you have brought up, bro, what the show was supposed to be and what it became, right? Because there was an understanding that it was for Cody, it was for Kenny, it was for the Bucks and people from New Japan coming over. But that was the selling point of them going to Madison Square Garden. So if we're in the depths of the summer of 2018, if you're buying tickets then, you're thinking, yo, this is what the show is going to have. This is what but before we get to that, All In, right? All In takes place that September. Mm-hmm. And I remember buying the card. I remember the original 0 Hour was on WGN, right? And for all intents and purposes, man, like it was a good show to me. I thought it was a very, very packed, very stacked card. But I can't say that I saw like potential. And you look at this lineup, you got Cody, you got Kenny, you got
wait.
Oh, my bad.
Wait. You saw this show. Hold on. You saw this show? You said you ain't see no potential? Not even
No.
Oh, I told you I'm on it today, Scott. You said we have. What happened?
Julio was ready, boy.
I'm with AEW. Tony made the promotion for me. Fuck it.
Look, one thing I want to point out, like I said, this is not far. We're not far from AEW's formation, right? Rey Mysterio is on the original All In card.
I was about to say, how he get here?
Come on, man. How we get here? Because how crazy the game. This is how crazy it was, Chaz. Rey was in the streets a free agent.
Oh.
Rey was in Lucha Under. That's what I'm saying. It's Lucha Underground right now. It's a lot of shit going on right now. Like, it's a lot of, like, if you look at every roster right now at this time, it's like everybody's split up, but it's the game right now. Right. It's just everybody's in different places.
So this is like, this is 2018, 2019?
Yeah, like an era for sure.
So would y'all say like the 2018 is like, would you say it's like a top 5 pivotal?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah. This run, because to paint the picture too, people got to remember this too. The Bullet Club had this shit locked down like NWO for real. Like the Bucks would have the match, then them and Cody, and they'll be out there in the ring for ROH, and the show's over, and they holding court for like 30 minutes, 40 minutes, just getting shit over. Whatever shit they do from being the elite. Because this is how popping being the elite is. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people fell in love and started getting back into Ring of Honor because it was that rough period where Ring of Honor had transitioned a little bit. So shit was a little different. It was a couple guys at the book, so things is moving a little different. Ring of Honor kind of fell off. Bullet Club kind of brought more life back in the Ring of Honor for Ring of Honor to go to this run to even last to where Tony built them. So niggas forget about that. But Bucks and Cody used to be out there getting, and Adam Page getting over stick and shit they did on being the elite on the live audience for 20 minutes. They shooting being the elite at these shows during the post match and shit like that. Progressing stories backstage. So it's kind of like a culture at this point when we're leading into All In, and why it's a reason it was 10,000 that got in that motherfucker and it sold out quick, because WWE was the main thing, and it was like, yo, there's so much other shit now. And it's like, damn, New Japan, it got interesting shit. The Indies is interesting. You feel what I'm saying? Even TNA was kind of falling off a bit. You feel what I'm saying? But like, if you see who's there, it still was fire. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like a crazy transitional period that kind of shaped where we at now. And it would culminate in this like 2018, 2017, 2019 run.
The game was starving for something different. You know what I mean?
Starving.
Just like Julio saying, like you from the WWE perspective, like you got your fix from NXT, but even by this point, we kind of hit in a like we're seeing phenomenal matches, but like to me, I felt like we were hitting a point where like, all right, they have a system down and it's great, but like we're not advancing any further because WWE, the higher brass, won't allow NXT to thrive any harder. Because for me, I know as a fan, like I wanted to see Undisputed Era on the main roster. I wanted to see Ciampa and Gargano, and I wanted to see essentially NXT on WWE product or a WWE main roster.
Right.
But the indie scene at this time is unbelievable. Like it was a who's who of like the best of the best. Like, and some guys today I guess would be considered like canceled and everything like that. But like Gunther, like when he was Walter, started making a name in the US. Matt Riddle was a big thing. You know what I mean? Like, and it's funny, right? It's funny now, but like at the time,
yeah.
It like Riddle was cooking on the indies, right?
Yeah. Gotcha.
You're like MLW had just came back, so at this time MLW like was my introduction to MJF, my introduction to Swerve. Like Myron Reed was my introduction in MLW. You know what I mean? Him and Jordan Oliver had a tag team. The Dynasty of MJF, Hammerstone, Richard Holiday, Jacob Fatu was cooking on the end.
That was 2018 too, right?
Wow.
Yeah, so that was like, yeah, the Young Boys was fire. Yeah, okay, you're right.
Wow.
That's what I'm saying. Like, and the shoot from like an Impact perspective, Impact was cooking in my eyes because like that was my introduction to the Rascals. You know what I mean? Like Wentz, Xavier, and Trey Miguel.
Yeah.
Was this when was Lashley over there?
Shoot, like 2015, 2016. I think he bounced.
Okay, yeah. That was okay.
Walking Armageddon, man.
Galloway was already back. Yeah, just got back. 19.
Yes.
So he still was a little bit okay. Got it.
But like down to like this all-in show, like it was like not necessarily who's who of the indie scene at the time, but like absolutely you could see who were considered like major players, right? Or at least in the eyes of like Ring of Honor and the Elite, right? I remember Flip Gordon was a pivotal part to the Elite that nobody talks about.
I kept seeing his name when I was looking at the match card for All In. His name was heavy. His name was heavy on that card. Like
niggas be going bad, bro. Jesus Christ, niggas be going bad, like bad. Yo,
He cooking in CMLL right now, though.
He moving around.
Yeah,
CMLL moving around.
You CMLL kid, yeah.
Okay.
When you
truthfully, so Tony, nobody. Okay, got it.
When you get shunned in the States, you just go to Mexico. Like Mexico will take anybody. You know what I mean? Like there's a renegade promotion in Mexico that will take you.
Yeah, man. I mean, fuck niggas that do bad, but I don't even know to shout out that. Maybe not. My bad, y'all.
To be honest with you, I can't even remember what Flip Gordon actually did for him to get.
Flip Gordon ain't doing. I think he just was talking crazy. Something. I think he was talking like Jaden Ivey right now. Whatever that is. He was just. They just start speaking their mind. Sometimes that shit is crazy. Like sometimes it's like, yo, don't speak your mind.
That's a Blanchard.
That whole chin. Right. Here's the thing.
Because it's funny, but she was the shit in 2018.
Yeah, it's Tessa in 2018. Yeah.
It like the way, and this is not no exaggeration. And I'm just fantasy booking. If she doesn't wild out, it could easily be Bianca and Tessa right now. She was going straight. The trajectory was right there, like out of here.
And let me just say before anybody says we're not glorifying Tessa Blanchard. She's, you know what I mean? Like we're not glorifying.
No, that's Cook. That's Cook. That's Cook. That's Cook.
Yeah, but we absolutely.
But we want to keep it 100 too. Like when niggas was, that's another thing too, Scott. I feel what you're saying, but fuck what niggas saying. We on time today. Fuck niggas. I'm not gonna lie like I wasn't there. Like, yeah, she cooked now. I'm not fucking but at that time, yeah, she was gonna go out of here. But like, y'all cancel me. I feel like fair. I can't cancel me. I'm already canceled. Fire me. I'm already fired. Fuck niggas. So
I don't you cancel?
Nah, I'm not canceled, baby.
I'm gonna say nah.
I'm not canceled. I'm chilling.
All right.
I was about to end the pod. I was about to let's talk.
If they cancel me as lies, don't believe that shit. Fuck out of here.
Shoot, man. The main of not the main event, like this this all-in joint had Kenny and Penta, right? This is during the time where like Penta is like an international superstar. Like what we see from Penta today compared to this Penta.
Yeah.
But like,
I gotta go back and watch that.
It's on YouTube. It's on YouTube. Yeah. But like even after the match, they have this great match. The lights go out. Somebody dressed as Penta is attacking Kenny and pulls off this Chris Jericho. And once again, massive pop because like you're like, yo, Chris Jericho's here, right? For some reason, I say for some reason, but like at the time, it actually didn't make sense to me then. But it's Okada and Marty Scurll. Don't know why Marty Scurll was put in that position, but
that's nasty, nigga. Don't wear that. That's nasty, nigga. Let me just stand on that. That's a nasty nigga. I ain't fucking with no Marty Scurll.
Yeah,
Marty Scurll, you a bitch ass nigga. Because if Hangman really was your man, you would have never did that to him. So not only you a nasty nigga, you really not even a good friend. So you really like scum of the earth to me. Facts. You really are a villain.
A bitch ass villain.
Damn.
Crazy. Yeah. Why would you do that to your man? And you know your man even be out there at Waffle House with you is crazy, or wherever the fuck them niggas was at. It's crazy in itself, and he have no business doing that. You see what I'm saying? Like that's crazy. You did that too.
Can we talk about this on the pod or this offline?
We can talk.
Let's bookings.
Okay, because I don't know who this person is, but it sounds like a bitch.
So Marty Scurll. So
he's Marty, that nigga on the poster to the left hand corner.
Yeah, I'll pull him back up real quick.
Yeah, we got.
Oh.
So the guy between Kenny and
gotcha.
Nick, right? That's Marty Scurll. So Marty Scurll was at this time like he was in the Elite as well. You know, he was the villain. You know what I mean? He had his little offset. He had Villain Enterprises and Ring of Honor. You know what I mean? Like I always thought Marty Scurll sucked, and like this is not me even trying to revise anything. I thought he was terrible. The match he had with Okada at All In was horrible. Like he was one of those type of guys that like he benefited from. Yeah,
he was gassing them big time. A lot of y'all been quiet because the nigga turned nasty.
Yeah,
I was gassing them hard back then.
He absolutely got the benefit of that. He, you know, All Elite gets formed. Everybody thought he was going to go with them, but he opts to stay in Ring of Honor to be the head booker. Pandemic happens, everything like that. Then Speaking Out happens, and then you really get to find out what kind of bitch ass nigga he was.
Oh,
yeah, it was nasty. Yeah.
Got you.
That's what I'm saying too. A lot of niggas that was in this era too didn't make it out of Speaking Out. Nasty niggas like Joey Ryan, niggas like Elgin. A lot of niggas ain't make it out of that. That's what I'm saying. Like, if wrestling now in the 80s would have never, they would have got wrestling out of here.
Sounds about right. That sounds about right.
They would have got out of here.
But anyway, bypassing that shit. All In does, you know, it happens, but then an important phone call takes place after All In. and it's between, I think it's Matt Jackson, his wife, and a young man by the name of Tony Khan. Tony Khan is a lifelong wrestling fan. This man was popping up at ECW shows. Depending on what Ring of Honor show, you see him in the front row with a Bullet Club shirt on. His pops, his pops own the Jacksonville Jaguars. You know what I mean? They got big money. You know what I mean? Big dreams, because then you can fulfill those dreams to do whatever you want. And they start talking about the idea of a wrestling promotion, right? We're coming up to the January 4th, 2019 Wrestle Kingdom, and no contract is being offered to the Bucks, Kenny, and the Cody Rhodes.
Ooh.
And it's been on record.
I'm sorry, Scott. I'm so sorry. Say it one more time.
New Japan is not offering any contract, or at least any contract with renewed money to Kenny, the Bucks, and Cody Rhodes. Right now, arguably your four biggest stars in your company, right?
Now, why would you do that? Why would you do that?
Yo.
They had the nerve to be mad. See, a lot of y'all be loving these New Japan niggas. I'll be on my Patreon. That's why I get tribalistic on my patriotism shit. America, nigga. That was bad business. I was bad business. I ain't gonna lie. That was bad business. No respect. No respect for work.
That's a hell of a statement you said there, Scott.
It's insane, man. To this day, I still don't know what the thinking of that was. And I think one of the Young Bucks said it. They were like, if we had taken the contract that was offered to us by New Japan, we would have been wrestling for 20 plus years in order to retire. Not to stop in order to retire. They said if they had took the contract that Ring of Honor offered them, it would probably, Ring of Honor was paying them more, so it would have been like 10 years. So they proposed, why don't you just offer us dual contracts? You know what I mean? We're obviously big merch makers for y'all. We'll split our time between New Japan, Ring of Honor. We good. You know what I mean? Like, we're good. Now, keep in mind, we have a Madison Square Garden show that people are anticipating to see these talents there, right? The original promotional video for this Madison Square Garden card has the Elite all over it. New Japan doesn't do anything. Ring of Honor doesn't do anything. Kenny Omega drops the IWGP Championship to Hiroshi Tanahashi, and the next day, being the Elite, they're outside the Tokyo Dome, and if I'm not mistaken, they're kind of like, it's like a New Year's thing, and they're talking about like what's next for the Elite and everything like that. And everybody's getting a phone call, and Heyman Page is there, and Heyman Page is like, he gets a text, and the camera zooms in, and it's AEW. Once again, I remember watching that and thinking like, oh, these niggas putting out a new t-shirt? That's what's up. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, all right, some new merch. I'm like, all right. They were like, yo, here's a whole new promotion.
Wow.
You thought niggas was giving you a shirt.
Wow.
Niggas put all that pain and or being an Elite for you to think you was getting a shirt.
Hey.
That's how I know you was hating, because if you know they was building it up, you thought you was getting a shirt. You thought you was getting a shirt in front of the Tokyo Dome. Some niggas worked hard just for you to think you was getting a shirt.
Yeah, man.
10,000 for a t-shirt.
It's the way Julio paused and analyzed.
These are real thoughts. You know what I mean? Like, I can't give you nothing but the real.
Hey,
respect it.
I respect that, but I say because that sound like the Scott I know. He won't think in a promotion. Why would he?
Let me tell you though, this was what it was like in 2018.
Right.
There was a nigga like me that was passionate, like, yeah, this is about to be the promotion.
And a nigga like Scott
that was like, yo, nah, this nigga's got a new t-shirt. These niggas.
Let me tell you something, man. Let me tell you something.
And it's got the face. Niggas moved a lot of t-shirts, so I ain't going.
That's what I was like, all right, you know what I mean? I don't know what AEW stands for, but I'm like, this is going to, you know what I mean? I'm going to be on Pro Wrestling Tees to get it.
Right? Boy.
I stayed too, though, because they was moving a lot of merch. So you're like, oh, here's another shirt.
Here's another t-shirt.
Here's the thing. Let me explain this real quick, right? And I say this often on the pod. 2019 me would hate me of today, right?
I got you.
Because I did not, it was a genuine, I did not care for the Young Bucks. I didn't like their matches. I never understood their style. I just did not care for them. Kenny, I was a little bit more lenient on, but at the same time, I was just like, I can do without Kenny. I'm good.
Okay, now
let me just say this last thing.
Go ahead.
To me, the biggest, I hated Cody. Like, I fucking cannot stand Cody.
Okay,
right?
I can understand that.
The biggest upside to the Elite to me was Hangman, right? I thought Hangman Page was going to be the guy in wrestling. Like, I loved his style. You know what I mean? I loved how he got busy in the ring. I was actively on Twitter, X, calling for, that Johnny Gargano, Hangman Page championship NXT match is going to be incredible. That was a real thing, man. That was a real thing.
Oh, the Cody Rhodes, I can understand. What takes me out about the Bucks is you love the Murder City Machine Guns. What was it about the Bucks style that didn't draw you in as the Machine? And I'm just asking genuinely because I like to see why. Because that's the thing too. It's your opinion. That's what's dope about it. So that me just genuinely as somebody that loves the Bucks work, what you didn't see.
So I'm gonna be honest. I'm going to peel the curtain all the way back. I'm gonna kill a 15-year gimmick, right? A 15-year gimmick that I've always had with the Young Bucks. Because I don't think I've ever explained the reason why I've never held the Young Bucks in such high regard. Right. And it genuinely has nothing to do with their in-ring ability. In fact, I used to thought like those Murder City Machine Gun matches were incredible to me. The reason why I didn't dislike the Young Bucks and it continued on is because I remember reading that they were in TNA and they didn't shake Booker T's hand and they didn't shake Rob Van Dam's hand. And I used to be like, nigga, who are you to not shake the hand of Booker T and Rob Van Dam? Do you think you're better than Booker T and Rob Van Dam? Who do you think you are?
I feel you on that. That rubbed me the wrong way too when I heard that. I don't like the TNA stories. It being a couple of niggas got bad TNA stories. I don't like to hear that, but that's funny as hell. They shake.
And I never like the dislike just carried on. I was just like, these boys just disrespectful clowns, right? And I will be honest. When I would watch the Young Buck matches, like I don't know what it was. Like I don't think I didn't really like the presentation of the Bucks. You know what I mean? Which in hindsight is a testament of how great of heels they are. Because when the Bucks are heels, they're very like assholes, smug. You know what I mean? They do their job extremely well. You saw it on this show a little bit of just like how their smugness carried on. But with that being said, no, that's real, Crush. That's real.
Crush.
Respect.
Crush.
Hey, Julio, stall him out.
Crush.
Baby. Stall him out.
Crush, did you watch Revolution, Crush? Crush, you watch Revolution, Crush? I don't know.
Oh, look. That's what I'm saying. Like today, that Young Bucks FTR match, like is top 3 right now for me. That match is incredible. One of the best blade jobs. Nick Jackson was moving like a young Shawn Michaels. Cooking.
Oh my God. And they had a match last year that I saw at Arthur Ashe, and it was right around the time where a lot of people were feeling like, oh, they fell off, and it was like, yo, them niggas is magical. That's why I bought the ticket to the Garden, because I was trying to see the Bucks and Kenny for the first time live. So that was very disappointing not to have that happen, but shit got real fast.
So break that down. Break the Garden card down, because like now we at the point where like All Elite has been announced. So by therefore them being EVPs in the company, they've signed Adam Page. They're no longer on this G1 supercard, right?
No.
Please explain the weeks leading up and the actual show for people that don't know.
So you can fill me in certain pieces, because I remember the main event was Okada and Jay White.
Yes.
So there was no Kenny in the title picture. The title, the ROH World title, was on the line in a ladder match with Jay Lethal, Jay Lethal, Matt Taven, and who was the third one? Jay Briscoe.
Yes.
I got the craziest story. So I'm in the Garden, right? I'm wound. I was rushing out. I put some kicks on. I forgot these was my wash kicks. So I'm deep in the trenches of the Garden. I'm by Jay Lethal family. I'm by the family. I'm in the family section. And I felt so bad because them kicks was kicking off bad. That was my first, I was smelling like older fans. Like my kicks was smelling crazy. I'm like, oh shit, I'm sitting here. Then I realized, because I know Lethal's parents from Jersey All Pro. I'm like, oh my God, it's Lethal's family. And I'm like, oh shit, this is Briscoe dad. I'm like, these Briscoe. And I'm like, this must be Matt Taven people. And I'm like, this shit stinking. They watching their kids and they got to smell this. And I'm like, yo, I represented. I'm like, yo, this is the shit when niggas talking about wrestling. I was like, yo, I was so sick with myself. I'm just a real nigga. I'm going to keep it real with y'all. So I was like, oh shit, I got to get up out of here. I'm like, damn. So somehow my man hit me. I ended up going to the front seat of the Garden. And my man tweeted me, because he took my man drunk food. He tweeted me the next day, like, yo, I see this nigga Julio running down the steps of the Garden, going to the front of the section, because somehow niggas got to the front. So that's when because I used to hate Okada. Like the same way you ain't fuck with the Bucks, I ain't fuck with Okada. Everybody that they was telling me was nice in Japan, I'm like, fuck out of here, man, America. Right? So I'm like, Tanahashi, fuck out of here. Okada, why y'all always talking about this? Who's this Okada nigga y'all talking about? But then I got front row and I seen the aura for myself. I said, oh, okay. He got it. And ever since then, from that night in the Garden, I fucked with Okada. I seen it when the money was falling in the Garden. The money was falling. The dollars was falling. I said, oh, this nigga's him for real. You know what I'm saying? So it was they had that battle royal, but it was no Elite. And I remember being sick, like even walking to the show, I was like, damn, there's no Elite. This is crazy. I was like, I wanted to see Kenny and them. That's what I had initially bought the tickets for. But
I remember the long rumor was that like the main event was originally supposed to be Okada and Kenny, right? And this is coming off the heels of, depending on who you talk to, arguably the greatest wrestling match of all time, the Dominion match they had just a few months prior. So this would have been their first match in the States.
Yeah, it was looking like that. It was looking like that.
Chaz, any thoughts so far?
I missed out on so much.
You did.
It was a time, man. It was a time for real.
Like I normally, when we had these conversations, even if I miss out, I know I can fill the gaps. Man, I can't even fill the gaps.
You know, a wild thing about that night. So this was during a time where like I was doing spoken word. So like usually on the weekends I would go perform somewhere. So this particular night I happened to be in Norfolk. I had to go to Granby Street. There was so I was performing out there, right? And I remember before I performed, I had on my phone, you know what I mean? I'm on the watch wrestling joint, and I'm going back and forth between the Ring of Honor show and the Hall of Fame. And I'm only watching the Hall of Fame because the Hart Foundation was getting inducted. It was Brett and Jim Neidhart. And, I'm never going to miss seeing Bret Hart get inducted for anything, right? And I'm watching it, and I'm like, all right, yeah, Bret getting inducted. And then I just see Bret hit the ground, right? And I'm about to perform. You would have thought
Shit was crazy.
You would have thought that if like a camera was on me and my face dropped, you would have thought something actually happened to like somebody I knew. Because I'm like, yo, what happened? Like,
hey, we was in the garden and it was like, yo, some nigga jumped Brett.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, this shit. And it was like, yo,
remember that.
Yeah, it was such a, I'm going to tell y'all offline, if I haven't told you already, who sold me an edible in the staircase of the garden.
Oh, yeah.
A wrestling luminary sent me an edible. I was flying off that shit the next night. Well, that's my famous wrestler. One of the first edible, I copped the edible and ate that shit in the garden. That nigga sold it to me in the garden. Salute to him. Legend. I live a crazy life in wrestling, bro. I'm telling y'all, bro. Y'all wouldn't believe half this shit.
When I tell you that I did that performance, like everybody thought I was passionate about the poem. I'm like, no, Bret Hart just got
This shit bigger than rap, baby. This shit bigger than me.
Yeah. I'm rushing through the poem so I can go back and read the get on Twitter so I can be like, yo, is Bret good? I was devastated. I was just like, yo, I didn't care about nothing else.
Right.
Yo, I was devastated. Who? Why?
Right.
Cash Wheeler fucked that dude up.
That's why niggas can never talk to me about FTR when they love on Brett. Niggas put hands on niggas behind Brett.
Yo,
niggas put hands on niggas behind Brett. Nobody, when they be trying to make fun of, FTR love Brett. Them niggas stood on their words, nigga. Fuck out of here. A lot of niggas ain't jump up either. Let's talk about it. You see how you was moved? You was states away. It was niggas feet away and they moved quicker than Cash, nigga. And motherfucking Big E too. Yeah. Niggas.
And Cash keep that thing on him too. So but to tie it back in, there was something else that happened this night. So DX is being inducted in the Hall of Fame, which at the time was very not controversial, you know what I mean, is DX, right? But it was only a point of topic because Billy Gunn had signed on to be a coach for All Elite Wrestling, right? And Billy Gunn was going to be at the Hall of Fame, which, if you remember in that Hall of Fame speech, they're going off about something. And Billy says, it was something about Vince. And Billy said, you can't do nothing to me. I don't work here. And Tripp said something like a smart ass comment about I think he called it like a piss poor
Scott. You remember Suge Knight at the Source Awards? Same shit. Same the way he set off some shit. Triple H said, "Yeah, that piss ain't company." That was Suge in the Source Awards when Triple H was in the Hall of Fame. Called them nigga piss ain't company. Shit it was up after that. It was up.
But once again, I feel that also gave publicity to AEW, right? Because it was the first time you really got to see in real time, real frustration and real curiosity about what AEW was going to be, right? And we only 2 months away. At this point, we already have a date for Double or Nothing. And mind you, there's no television deal at this point. Everything is being kind of done online, right? And truthfully, at this point, like I said, we're entering WrestleMania. You know what I mean? We're a few months away. I'm thinking, all right, this is not going to be it's going to be like an Impact. It's going to be like a Ring of Honor. I might catch it. I might not. No worries. That's how I consume wrestling. And then it gets announced that they have a deal with TNT. And the WCW fan in me is like, you mean to tell me we're about to get pro wrestling back on TNT, on Turner networking stations? I'm fucking there, right? And it's on a Wednesday. Ain't nothing happening on a Wednesday. NXT at the time is only 1 hour on the WWE network. I'm like, I can watch NXT and then AEW. We good. We got a great Wednesday night. It was a time, like it was a time, man. It like, and I say that I don't mean to keep throwing this at you, Chaz. I'm sorry.
No, I need this. This helps me grow.
Yeah, go back and watch the tapes, man.
I go back.
See, that's ill too, because now you have reference of now.
Yeah.
So you have the hindsight. And that was like even me watching this show. Because when I had started that, it already was up to a couple matches because I had been was like, let me revisit Double or Nothing just to see where it was at. And it was so just like, even though it was like like 7 years ago, it was still good to just see like, oh, okay, this is how niggas was moving then. Like, oh, okay, they was like, so you're gonna have that hindsight to watch this now. So you're kind of watching it in reverse, but it's not such a bad thing because you can have more reverence because you see where niggas is at. So you can see like, oh, this is where he was getting his wheelhouse. This is where he started to find that little tweak here to take it that. You know what I mean? Yeah. So that's a good perspective to have as well.
Absolutely.
Study y'all tapes. I say all that to study y'all tapes. It's okay. Learn some shit. You know what I'm saying?
and I do want to say this too, because I really do wish you could have experienced this in real time, for the simple fact that like as I'm watching the show, once again nostalgia kicks in, right? And to me, when I compare it as like, and I'm not trying to compare eras because, but we're like, this is not that long. Like this is 2019 to 2026.
Yeah.
To me, if you took the excitement of what was happening at this time and you placed it into today's state viewing, and maybe it doesn't work because, like I said, I feel like the wrestling fan of 2019 was different than the fan of 2026.
Yeah,
but it just was an exciting time. You know what I mean? Like I love discovering new wrestling. I'm loving what I'm doing, my consumption today. But then it was just a dope concept. Like, all right, I want to see this person in this promotion. All right, this person is coming up, happening. Like it felt as close to a Monday Night War that we're never gonna get again. It was just exciting. It was just exciting time period to be a pro wrestling fan. You know what I mean? Because you're seeing the stars of today coming up then, right? You got to remember, like, there's no Obafemi in 2019. There's no Sol Ruka in 2019, right? We don't know of a Jamon Evans at this point.
Trick Williams?
I think at this point, Trick maybe had just started training. Maybe.
Man.
Okay, can't hear you, bro. Can't hear you.
Around this time, NXT was filled with the best of indie niggas and international stars. Okay. So this was before they had the NIL money and started going to the schools and getting athletes and shit like that. This was Hunter like, nah, I need the best wrestlers, best niggas on the indies, old school, going through territory, kind of old school way. So with NXT, that's what kind of, between that and the emergence of AEW is kind of why the indies is where it's at right now. You know what I'm saying? But now they're starting to turn it around. And I see, because I'm seeing more and more. I feel like more and more since I've been like, yo, what's up with the indies? Where the indies at? The indies is like, I'm starting to try to tap in more and pay attention more. But it's like compared to then, it was just so crazy. Like you gotta understand, like these is all these niggas was the niggas. Like there was an ROH champion everywhere. Like NXT on the main roster, like GOATs of ROH, GOATs of PGW, PWG. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it was just the embarrassment of riches. You feel what I'm saying? Kind of like what the game is now, but it had to reset it, and that's what's ill about it too now, because you got old, but this was straight the last of like, you know how like rappers don't care about the labels no more, like that. This was like the last of the label era. You feel what I'm saying? Like now it don't matter. Like you get hot, how you get hot. You feel me? But this was the last of that like old standard.
Good point.
Hold on real quick. I missed the Monday Night Wars. Me too, Crush. Me too, dog.
Good times.
Me too.
Good times.
I'm gonna keep it a buck. I don't know. I do miss it, but then I'm like, damn, as a fan, like that changing channel shit is crazy. Like, I'm looking at my tapes, so now I gotta be mad. Like, and I remember being like 18 or something, looking at old tapes. So when I recorded, now I'm mad at myself because I'm mad at like 10-year-old me. Like, you ain't really why I'm turning it, like, you know. So it's like, why did I turn it here? Like,
I'll tell you what, I'd rather go back to the way of old television of changing the channels, because going from streaming site to streaming site, that's not the move either. You know, because then you gotta factor in load times. You know what I mean? I'm trying to watch
because you can watch one on the lap. It'll never be that again because you can watch one on the laptop and one on the TV or vice versa. You feel what I'm saying? Like we ain't even have niggas ain't even have one or the other. I'm not TV or computer.
I'm not gonna lie. Like when I get to the crib, like I don't really bring my laptop out like that. You know what I mean? I really only use my laptop like when I need to find like a match from Japan and I don't feel like I got to go on daily motion. You know what I mean? Because that shit doesn't work on the phone, right? Like even shoot the other day, I was like, yo, I want to watch some New Japan, right? And so I go on the New Japan joint and I go to look for it and I can't find it. And I'm like, I thought this shit supposed to have everything. I was like, my man being ripped off right now.
You don't got everything? That's crazy.
Insane.
Like ROH don't got everything. The ROH app don't got everything it should have on it. There's some shit missing on it. I gotta talk to you about that, Tony. I'll let me. We gotta get that right. And I hope that WWE club they teasing better be WCW and ECW library.
But look,
if
you want like anything, Daily Motion will have. You know what I mean? Like, Daily Motion has everything.
Yeah.
Like, if you want the original broadcast of the show, Daily Motion has it.
You know who else has Daily Motion? Us.
Mom.
Don't let that go over your head.
I hate you, dog.
Home run.
That's why you watch. Yo, facts. Because Eric Bischoff used to talk cash shit.
Yeah.
One thing before we actually dive into the show that I think is a very important aspect is this was the first time in a long time that you felt some competition was happening, because now you have somebody that can match the money of Vince McMahon and put some real effort into it. You know what I mean? Like, and the thing about AEW, especially in the beginning, their graphics department was fire. Like I said, the press conference they had was fire. Like the fact that they signed Chris Jericho, they were able to sign Chris Jericho and Jim Ross, right? This is not clearly no Bush League activities, right? You're doing everything. Yeah, you're doing everything with strategy, because if you have Jim Ross and Chris Jericho and you're pitching a brand new company that's never had a show, but you're pitching it to television companies, and television companies, they're not looking for like, oh, we're not looking for who's got the best in-ring match. We want to know, do you got names that can draw ratings? Because that's what we care about. Oh, y'all got Chris Jericho. Yeah, I know him. He was in.
Why would you disrespect a nigga like that? Why would you, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know he was flabby and sick. Niggas seen him after the All-Star, or niggas will watch him after basketball game and Dynamite follow, and he looked flabby and sick, and Black Twitter went crazy on him. I understand.
Incredible.
He did some bullshit. I understand.
Incredible night.
It was.
Incredible.
It was
I was in the UK when that happened. So, oh my God, I woke up to just beauty. But anyway, I didn't really care for them signing Jim Ross. I'm not even gonna lie.
I loved it. I'm just Jim Ross' uncle. I loved it. I was like, okay. Shout out to Jim. I felt like Jim, he got moved out. And I love Cole too, but I always loved Jim. Jim is soundtrack to my WCW, the Attitude Era. Like,
so it was just Jim at the time for the announcers?
No, Excalibur as well.
Okay.
Right. So, and once again, that connection. So, like, the Young Bucks really got their name in PWG. Excalibur was one of the 6 owners of PWG.
Okay.
Right. There's a reason why the what's his name? Damn, I can't remember the ref's name, but there's always, like, for a Young Buck match, there's always one ref. It's the bald-headed dude. I think Rick Knox.
Oh man, Rick Knox. Yeah, Rick Knox.
Rick Knox is a PWG disciple. You know what I mean? Like, this was very much a, like, yo, we hiring homies type thing, right?
Oh yeah, for sure.
That's cool.
Yeah, good guys. They're good guys, good brothers.
But I will say, to me, I saw very early on the play that was happening. And I saw it because clear as day, and it all revolved around the EVPs, right? Because everybody's energy felt different, right? It very much at the time to me felt like there's Kenny in the Bucks, and then there's Cody in his contingent, right? And I think that's a very important part to this puzzle of the formation of AEW that leads eventually to Cody leaving. I said it on a podcast in 2019 that Cody Rhodes was going to eventually leave AEW and that AEW was his bridge back to WWE. I didn't know at the time, you know what I mean? Like, it just felt that way, that Cody was not long for AEW. I don't know if you felt that way, Julio, or if you foresaw it, Chaz.
No, I did. That took me by surprise. Honestly, I thought, like, this was it. Like, fuck WrestleMania. I made my own shit. And then when he did the whole "I'm not gonna be world champion" shit, I was like, okay, like, that was a little weird, but, like, all right, like, you know what I'm saying? But I never thought, I was kind of shocked that he would go back, because I was like, you know how it, like, just at the time, the way he was just shitting on WWE, guys up, you feel what I'm saying? Like, just the same way he is now. QB1. He was a QB1 for the other team. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, I can see that too, eventually how it came out to be, but not in the beginning, because he was just a part of it. Like, Cody and his Bullet Club stories in New Japan was just as big, it did big business as the Bucks did. You feel what I'm saying? So, like, once they kind of got to AEW and got on TNT, that's when you kind of really started to see the divide and shit like that. Like, it wasn't like big. We never got that elite versus anybody when you really think about it. Never really got it. Like, the whole elite, us against everybody, like, as a united front. It may be one or two times, but not as the extent you would think of, like, the EVPs versus the world. Because you can tell it was some energy and clicky shit going on.
The closest we ever got to it, and, like, by close, I mean, like, by weeks, it was supposed to be Cody, the Bucks, Kenny, and Hangman against the Jericho Appreciation Society. And it was supposed to be the very first Blood and Guts, but then the pandemic happened and the match got canceled. I know, and they just never revisited it at this time. Right.
Never did. I remember they was leading that damn pandemic.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't we get something, but not to this thing, but didn't we have something where it was like the Elite versus the BBC, the Blackpool Combat Club?
That was later on.
That was okay.
That was on, but pause that maybe. I don't know. Don't let it pause just in case. But but grow up, guys.
That's what.
Nah, I feel like camera was my New York duty. I didn't even want to do it to you. I was gonna let you live. Now I understand why Cam had to do that to Cole. Yeah, see, that's why Cam had to do it to Cole. We got, I mean, it's a calm pause. That's it. We good. But yeah, that was fun.
I had to talk fast. I was like, oh shit, that's not what I want to say at all. Ew.
But yeah, to answer your question, they did, but like I said, like Cody's gone by this point.
Okay.
Right? So it just felt like going backwards. By the time we get to Double or Nothing, it very much feels like even in separate matches, like they felt like not as a cohesive unit.
Okay.
Right. In hindsight, you can look back at old Dynamite, so you can clearly tell it's Kenny.
Was getting up and nobody was pulling up.
Yeah, like it felt like Kenny in the Bucks' version of AEW, and then there's Cody's version of AEW, and you see two different shows happening, right? You see Cody in his Codyverse. That's where the Codyverse comes from, because nothing Cody did on AEW programming by the time he leaves fit what was going on in the other aspects of AEW, right? It just felt like Cody was doing his own thing.
Yeah.
I just read something I didn't even know. I found out that the original plan for Cody going into 2022 was he was going to lead Ring of Honor into an invasion to AEW, because by the time he leaves, Tony Khan is about to purchase Ring of Honor. So it would have been Cody leading Ring of Honor to have an in-storyline feud with AEW. That would have been tough. I mean, it would have been tough. And even down to like, there's so many things we see of, that we see of Cody today that just don't feel right in AEW, right? Like even like the entrance, like the crowd not saying "whoa," you know what I mean? Like that felt weird. It felt not like a real presentation of Cody Rhodes. I think WWE has maximized 100% what Cody Rhodes can be, and maybe at the time it would have been a little bit different, but
the Codyverse built that. I ain't gonna hold you. I love the Codyverse. I ain't gonna lie, man. I'm not gonna lie on this show. I did.
So do you think there was like contention between Cody and Kenny?
It's funny. It's fun, and it's funny you say that, because Cody Rhodes was on the Breakfast Club this morning, and I didn't watch the full clip, so please excuse me if I'm out of context with anything. But there's always been this long-standing like hush hush about why Cody and Brandy left, right?
Yeah.
Nobody has explained what. Nobody has said what it was. Cody has always alluded to like in a way of like, and I don't like the fact that he does this, and he did it this morning, where he's like, we're not saying this because like we want to make sure they're good. Like whatever they're not telling, it sounds like it could damage AEW's reputation, right? Which that we don't know. Nobody knows, right? I've always heard that there was an issue between Cody and Kenny, right? Could be wrong, whatever. Listen to the whole thing. He really didn't say that ish. Yeah, I mean, look, that's what I'm saying. Like,
I'm not going to talk about that. Because he even like alluded to like, oh, what everybody think it is, it's not that, and everybody gave every thing. You feel? And he did make reference to that too, which I thought was pretty dope. That this episode of the Breakfast Club dropped today, and we're doing this episode because it's really good to see. Like even today, that time is still like prevalent. You feel what I'm saying? So like you see, that he's talking about this, and like he said, a lot of narratives have been created behind this because we don't know what happened, and it's kind of like it was like one of those first losses for AEW too, of like, oh, AEW people are coming to AEW. People are not leaving AEW like that, especially somebody that helped made the shit. Like, so that kind of was like a whoa, you know what I mean? Like, for real, like, we got to like paint the picture too. Like, that's why I was like, to answer your initial question, I was shocked because I'm like, yo, this is something he made. You feel me? Like, Brandy legit, like, I was with people that was doing business with AEW and they was on meetings and emails with Brandy. Brandy was legit in that role. Brandy was really backstage, moving that shit around, making shit happen, looking out for people of color. Facts. Big facts on that. So something did go wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't gonna lie, some shit did go wrong.
And the way you're saying this, Julio, it's to answer your question, Scott. I feel like the plan was probably always to become a big name in the Indies, which he did. He really put the boots on around with the work, and I can never take that away from him. But I always think the plan was to get so big, get so popping, and then eventually go back having more of a cachet, because he didn't want to really leave in the first place, but it just wasn't put in the position he thought he should be in.
And here's the thing with Cody, and like I said, going back to this particular show, and like I said, because this leads into the first All In, you know what I mean? The winner of the Casino Battle Royal at the start of the show, or the pre-show, wrestles the winner of Jericho and Kenny for the inaugural AEW championship, right? I understand why they didn't go the route of Jericho and Cody for that first title match, right? Number one, it gave Hangman Page the vote of confidence that, for a viewer that's never seen Hangman Page, for Hangman to be in the ring with Chris Jericho was very important for his growth, right? We're a new company. We're not like the other guys. You know what I mean? Like, we're pushing top stars. You do got to understand, like, we're trying to run a business, so Jericho holding the belt first is key business, but he's going bell to bell with Jericho, right? But in hindsight, I do think the stipulation of never challenging for the world title was stupid in hindsight, because it could have been built up. You know what I mean? Like, Cody, I feel like by the time we've now hit the pandemic and we're going into the year, and keep in mind, I love the TNT feud, or the TNT championship run he had. I love the feud with Brody Lee. Phenomenal stuff, right? That would have been a perfect pivot after the Brody Lee feud to challenge for the world title and possibly win it. You know what I mean? So, like, if we're going into 2021, go ahead, bro.
No, that shit was crack. Rest in peace, Brody Lee. That shit was crack. Niggas forget about that. When Brody Lee came and shook it on that Saturday night, that Saturday afternoon, when Brody Lee came, pulled up, washed Cody, shook that shit up. Then they had the rematch weeks later. Yeah, that was the time. That's why I'm saying I fuck with the Cody verse.
Yeah.
Aleister Blackfield was fire.
Shoot, like, I love the match he had with Andrade. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it wasn't bad stuff. Where I feel like it became an issue for Cody, right? And I feel like this doesn't get talked about enough. Barring the outside or the what's going on behind the scenes, you got to remember, by the time Cody leaves WWE, you have now added CM Punk to your roster. You've added Adam Cole, and you've added Bryan Danielson. So by that, on top of people already having a love for Jon Moxley, for people already having a love for Hangman Page, you become the sixth main babyface on the card. Because you can't tell me in 2021 that people were going to put Cody Rhodes above CM Punk. That wasn't going to happen. And then you're not going to put Cody Rhodes above Bryan Danielson. That wasn't going to happen. And by the time you comparing,
it got dark around that time. It was dark around that.
Yeah, if you compare the first Double or Nothing, and then you fast forward to, let's say, the 2022 version, That's two different AEWs. The in-ring style has gotten better. You know what I mean? The stories have gotten better. The matches have gotten better. Cody no longer fit in AEW by the time he leaves. And I don't, even if he stayed, I don't foresee him staying much longer. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think in 2020
he was genuinely surprised that Vince reached out to him and was like, yo, doing good, kid. I think that hit him in the feels. Like, wait a minute. And it was just like timing. Everything is timing, right? So, like, he probably not feeling niggas on the level he feel like he used to feel niggas like, fuck out of here. The love ain't there like that. So now he's like, okay. Then Vince hits me. And it's like, yo, you doing good. And it's like, damn. It could be, and this is just straight speculation and guess. I don't know. I wasn't there. But I could see him being like, damn, I'm working with y'all. Y'all supposed to be in this with me. Y'all not really seeing my vision. But this guy who I left this whole shit for to create this shit, because he ain't see my vision. He's seeing my vision. And this is who I always wanted to see the vision. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of important dates we named on this, but that July 11 of 2015, or June, excuse me, around one of those days, when Dusty passes, you know, everything kind of changes from there. Because even there, I was looking for the Cody Rhodes we got now. That's why I always love when he says, yo, I'm here now. I'm late. You know what I'm saying? Because even when, like, everybody was like, all right, Stardust is about to be done. Like, yeah, he's gonna honor his dad. He's gonna be on some shit and be in his bag. And like, it never happened. And then it led to him this spilling out into the indies, where he becomes this guy, and then becomes this guy in AEW, and it leads into that. So it's like, to see where it came from is just like, by the time we get to here where he's like, I'm done, it was over. But I can see why just Vince hitting him moved him. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, they not even respecting me and my wife. Because, you know, it seems like a wife thing too. So he's already feeling, and whatever happened, disrespected, and his wife not being treated like the queen she should be treated. And now this nigga hitting me, and he talking that money. You know what I mean? So
you think Vince hit him with the Dusty impression when he was on the phone with him?
Definitely Bruce. Definitely Bruce. You know, Vince might even talk to him on the phone and say, you know, that's like, you got to see him. Pull up.
Yeah. Okay, I'll be right back, fellas. Y'all can keep it rocking.
All right.
I do believe, and again, like you said, this is just my opinion. But like you said, I think you hit the nail on the coffin. Cody was in his own toxic relationship and ultimately wanted to go back to the toxic ex.
The toxic ex hit him.
And hit him, and like you said, hit him with the money, hit him with the opportunities. That's
a crazy opportunity. Like, nigga pulled up on him and said, like, yo, Seth at Mania though.
Seth at Mania.
Yeah. And you keeping everything. You keeping everything, everything you just built. So he's like, damn, man, these niggas ain't even really fucking with me like that no more. But this nigga like, damn, you know, I always loved it. Then he thinking about Pops. He got that call. He got that text. And it's like, that's a crazy, like, niggas forget, like, that's what's kind of crazy about the story. Niggas just didn't get offered, like, pull up Monday Night Raw after Mania. Like, nah, pull up, face Seth. Mania. Pull up with the whole entrance though, and the whole music. Keep all that. Yeah.
Hey man.
Looking around like, hold on, these niggas done disrespecting my wife. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
what I do believe is that I believe the dream, pun intended. I believe the dream was always there for him to go on this indie run, become this out of nowhere, like this catastrophic star from the ground up. Especially when nobody believed he could do it, because it was like, oh, now you really don't have your name. It's just Cody. Cody, it don't give a fuck his name, last name's Rhodes. That works in the Fed, not out here.
Yeah.
And he took it and he ate it and he ate it.
And
So I felt like once he did that, like you said, not only did you do that, you did that, and that lets you along with others, building a whole another fucking promotion that nobody thought you could do. So that's twice people counted you out, and that's twice that you not got a part. I believe that for him, if none of that stuff happens, he's still in AEW. Because I believe they would have figured it out. Because like Scott said, you could tell it was two different worlds. It was two different things.
I don't think it was personal. I don't think it was personal. I think whatever it was, all creative.
And that's true. Yeah, right. That could be true.
Because no matter, everybody forget, like Cody got a whole different outlook from wrestling. That's why the Cody verse happens, because he sees wrestling in a different way. Young boy, what up? We talking your era now. We talking your era. So at this point, it's like, yo, he looks at wrestling a whole different way from Kenny and the Bucks. You feel what I'm saying? He cooked different.
Yes.
So he's like, yo, that's why I'm gonna fuck around and be over here with my guys that like to cook the way I like to cook. Y'all do y'all thing here. So I think it always was a creative thing. I think they could have got it. I think they could have got it right. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I believe so too. I believe if it doesn't blow up, because again, you know how it goes when you don't actually talk about shit, it just goes left field, and then things turn into something else. If things could have been talked out as adults, that whole creative thing could have been worked out. That's peanuts, because again, like y'all told me, my nigga, you did something that no one thought you could do. You did. Why wouldn't you? That's a badge of honor. That's something you can hold over anybody, especially them when they shitted on you. But
that's why he was able to do something like his father did, which was make something competitive to WWE, and then he was doing something that his father wasn't able to do, which was be the top star.
Yeah.
So that's what's fire.
This is a crazy ride, man. Like y'all always say, like it's funny how a lot of shit just has to line up.
Now him turning into Cena, I didn't call that.
Say it again. Say it again.
Him turning into like this Cena, like
oh, I got you.
He's at right now. This bipolar, not bipolar, but like this opposing energies and this catalyst of just positive talk, negative talk that he's turning into. I didn't see that either. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't see that either.
Shoot, I think if he had stayed, and so we're talking going into 2022, and that's what I was saying, like butterfly effects, right?
Yeah.
It's a real thing, right?
Yes.
If he stays, right, and let's just say he turns heel, right? The crowd at AEW at this is going to turn him heel, right? Like AEW, the fans of AEW are going to turn him heel probably faster than what WWE fans does. Because to me, the AEW boos were organic. I feel like people boo Cody just because like they see that another crowd did it, right? People were genuinely tired of whatever he was doing. Yeah. But let's just say he stays, he turns heel, and then let's say we have a feud with Cody and Punk for the world title, right? Who's to say, once again, just a butterfly, who's to say that feud happens, he stays, there's no brawl out, there's no Punk and the Elite having an issue, right? And this is just from the behind the scenes thing, right?
Yeah.
And that's too vast to dive into like the what ifs, right? But it's a curious story on what could have happened and what may have happened, right? Because then if there's no brawl out, then there's a potential chance going into 2023 AEW is doing record numbers, right? Because WWE does not get Cody Rhodes,
right?
And we're, like I said, we talked about it a couple weeks ago, like that $1 million gate that Punk was bringing in. You can't tell me that a feud between Punk and would have not drew money in 2022.
I think Punk was watching Cody and it was like out the window with the raindrops, and that's what helped motivate his decision. Like I think he was watching the whole time, like, yo, damn,
they still got love for you. They got love for you.
And no Vince.
If they popping for you, imagine what they gonna do for me.
I mean, he definitely was seeing that. Definitely was seeing that for sure. It's kind of like when Rock and Cena was like, Rock was doing his thing, and then Cena became, and then he went to Hollywood, and then he started to be like, oh, I understand it, Rock. I think it was kind of like Punk seeing Cody. It was like, okay, I understand it now.
Yeah.
I'm saying, and then.
So, brothers, let's get to the card. You know what I mean? Let's run through these matches. You know what I mean? Just because got a good amount, but the very first Double or Nothing. Excuse me, I'm trying to pull up my notes here. Couple key things production wise, right? The announced team is Jim Ross, Excalibur, and was it Alex Marquez? Yeah, Alex Marvez. Excuse me. Let me just say, that man was trash. Awful. No disrespect. If anybody knows Alex Marvez personally, and if you do, I apologize. But I'll tell you, man, to his face, I see why he did not make the second show as a color commentary. He was not good, man. He was not good. And you know what it is too? Yeah, thank you, Ayo. Trash. Trash.
He wasn't like that.
Hey
Listen.
man, hey, J-Rod, shout out to fucking Caprice and Riccaboni. It's my favorite announced team. It's my favorite announced team.
That's a fire favorite announced team.
It's my favorite announced team. Julio.
I love that for you.
I wasn't back there then, but I'm here now. I'm in the trenches.
I love that. No, niggas gotta have shit for they niggas. Like niggas gotta have shit for like for you, represent your time, and I love that. They not my niggas, but I love that.
Right, I get it.
But I respect them 100%.
You know what? You know why I love Caprice and like Riccaboni together, because you can just tell you tell like they homies, man. Like they put on a master class with the Athena and Maya World match. Please, if you've seen that match, go watch it.
Please.
Incredible match. Just listening to Alex Marvez though made me realize how important a signing, and like J-Rod said, like bringing in Nigel and Taz, but how important the signing of Tony Schiavone was later this year in 2019. You know what I mean? Because to me, having Tony back on the announce table meant the world to me. It fucking just made my heart smile. Like to hear Tony Schiavone calling wrestling on TNT, like shit was wonderful. I wish Tony could have been a part of this show. I think he would have brought an even more versatile veteran presence. Alex Marvez just seemed confused. All right. He did a hip toss. Come on, bro.
Wow.
And you got my bad. My fault.
Yeah.
Hey, look, the like Ian and Caprice doing the Willow theme, certified banger. My lady loves that joint.
My guys, those my guys, Julio, those my guys.
I love it. They fire. They fire for sure. I'm just a Gabe. Gabe was my guy, man.
I get it.
You know, but that just shows where you was at in honor, where I was at in honor. You feel what I'm saying? But I always enjoyed their commentary because, like you guys said, it definitely felt like homies.
Yeah.
And as it goes on, brothers. You feel what I'm saying? Like, we should have had Caprice, Ian be a rat. Like, yo, niggas fucking with Caprice, Ian stressed.
Shit, anything better than, he hit us duplex. Like, shut the fuck up, nigga. My fault, man. I didn't mean to. I'm sure Alex Marvez is a nice person. Casino Battle Royal.
No, wait. Because you know, that's a prominent figure in these LA streets now. You know what I mean?
I have no intention of going to LA anytime soon. And if anybody from LA that knows Alex Marvez, my name is Nolo Green. So don't you worry. Don't you worry. You can come find me, Nolo Green. Nolo Green. Like
Yo, I'm crying.
Hey, Nolo
Alex Marvez got it.
Nolo hit the chat. Let's talk.
Hey, look.
Oh, God.
I'm gonna text him and be like, I may have attracted some LA beef, and I put your name down as the point of contact.
I signed you up for it.
You know,
Emergency contact. Got it.
This is what second in command do, sir.
He's my shooter, so
There you go.
21-man casino battle royal. Now the winner of this match obviously will go on to wrestle in the main event at the inaugural All Out for the AEW Championship. So the participants in this order, and the way they started this match was if 5 wrestlers started the match, every 3 minutes, 5 more would enter. Absolutely stupid concept. I see the originality in it, but you just do a classic battle royal or Royal Rumble. I get why they're doing it, but it didn't work. It didn't work. That
I can agree on both things you said.
So for the clubs, it was Dustin Thomas, MJF, Sunny Days, Brandon Cutler, Michael Nakazawa. For the Diamonds, Isaiah Cassidy, a private party, Jimmy Havoc, another nasty son of a bitch. Fuck him too.
Damn, he did bad too. Shit.
Nasty. I'm telling you, it's something about that British contingent of that time. Just fucking awful, bro. Just disgusting human beings. Joey Janela, who I forgot Joey was a part of AEW.
Yeah.
Brian Pillman Jr.,
Yeah.
Sean Spears.
Yeah.
For the Hearts,
Yeah.
Billy Gunn, Glacier, Joe Boy, Mark Quinn, Ace Romero. For the Spades is Luchasaurus, Marco Stunt, Sonny Kiss, Tommy Dreamer. And I'm going to stop right there because, like I said, I kind of want to bring in the two before we get to it. Number one, the standout of this match, MJF. Right at this time, MJF is literally like a prodigal son. Like he is the talk of the wrestling game. You know what I mean? Like his hair wasn't falling out at this time, so his hairline is clean. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't as bulky. You know what I mean? He was a little toothpick, right? See, look, hold on, real quick. I just got to talk to my man Crush real quick. See, he was no
good at wrestling. Yeah, like I said, no. Shout out NWA Hollywood, man. Shout out Cole. Shout out Adam Pearce, man.
Classic. 7 matches of hate. But MJF at this time, like I said, I saw MJF for the first time in MLW. I thought there was a huge upside. You know what I mean? He was a great talker. Clearly, somebody you could tell stole the show wherever he went to. And then, like I said, he was phenomenal in ring. He stole the show for this particular match just because he went bell to bell in this match. As y'all watching this, what did you think of MJF at this time?
I'm gonna tell you what I thought exactly about the whole from the match. Everything I got from it. More things change, more things stay the same. Hangman wasn't even supposed to be in this match. It was supposed to be Hangman versus Pac.
Yes.
But more of the same. What goes on now? Pac ain't pulled up. And who stands out? Hangman and MJF. whoa, it feels like 2026. So that was just MJF, just to see like raw MJF, like just finding him. Not even he found himself at that point, but just starting it. You know what I'm saying? Just getting that TV time, getting that, just like, I'm about to be that guy for real. Like, you could tell he already thought. It's kind of like looking at Steph with like them first years when they was going against the Clippers. Like, damn, like he there, they talented, but they ain't win the chip yet. Like, it's kind of that kind of era. When I look at that, that was also a thing that brought to me to see MJF with like in the beginning stages of him, and just to see how it's him and Hangman, how it's always been. Hangman's the one that held the AEW logo. He's always been the main character. MJF has always been the main protagonist, the Lex Luthor to a Superman. So it's beautiful to see it, the start of it.
I said, damn, that son of a bitch, he was born for that shit. Fuck him.
That part.
Motherfucker, yeah, you supposed to be here. Yeah. Bitch. But yeah. But like you said, you could the first deal in, you could tell, especially in that battle royal, who were gonna be the ones. Now, obviously, a lot of them still are not here around, or whatever the case may be, but you could kind of tell who were going to kind of be the standouts and who was going to go the distance. And obviously, they were playing C's early between Heyman and MJF. So,
yeah, no, like he, and like Julio was saying, like I love the fact that in the current feud between MJF and Heyman, they brought up that they were final two. Like, I love how when Heyman was making his entrance at Revolution, they brought up like the first, like it felt important, like two guys that were in our opening battle royal for this company are main eventing Texas Deathmatch. So I got a question for y'all, that's real quick. There was a participant in here. He was Dustin Thomas, right? I have a picture. Right. So Dustin Thomas was noted because Dustin Thomas didn't have legs, right? Now, this is a battle royal.
Wait, he was in the match?
He was. So, once again, this is a battle royal. And to my knowledge, there was no stipulation made about pinfalls, right? Julio, can you please explain how you get eliminated in a battle royal?
You get thrown over the rope.
What has to happen for the elimination to
Oh, don't make me a part of this.
Chaz,
Hey, whoa. How did we get here?
I'm asking an honest question. In the rules, stop. In the rules of professional wrestling battle royal, you have to get thrown over the top rope, and what has to hit in order for the elimination to count?
Your feet. Both your feet.
So doesn't this technically make him the winner? Yeah, don't let that go over your head, boy. You can find me at Poetic Scott.
Hey. Oh boy.
So let me tell y'all something real quick.
You're a wild nigga, boy.
The original review on this show.
Remember when y'all said I wasn't canceled?
Oh, yeah.
No, listen.
Yeah.
The original review I did on this show back in 2019, Slick Radio, right? BGW edition. Because at that time, we didn't even have our own BGW page. My bad, AO, my bad. I asked this exact same question. exact same type of reaction. Because this time I listened with intent. I was like, let me listen to the commentary team. Let me just see if like any rules or stipulations were made different. Nope.
Well, I mean, he doesn't have feet, no. But he has nubs.
Yeah.
Yo, what y'all doing, bro? Please. I don't know how
Let's go, man. Let's move on, man.
Love to everybody, please. I'm sorry already.
Yo, once again, my name is Nolo Green. So if you need to file any complaints,
You need to be Nolo Green, Greg Valentine, all them niggas, please. All them niggas.
Fun fact, I've actually talked to this gentleman before, Dustin Thomas. I've actually had the pleasure of talking to him, and I've actually said this joke to him, and he thought it was
good.
Yeah.
Hey,
good, listen, I'm good.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. You are a pretty good storyteller, nigga.
Woo!
That's pretty fucking good.
Watch list next week. We back.
Yeah.
7:30. YouTube.
Woo!
Yo, you gotta go to the bar and tell this. You gotta do this whole stick.
You gotta be out in public with this, man. Don't just leave us here, because that's pretty fucking good. That's pretty fucking good.
Shout out Dustin Thomas, man.
Set up the way you structured it. That's.
I told you. Growth from because I didn't know him when I first made that joke on the pod.
So what did you say when you said it? Now I'm involved. Now
he genuinely thought it was funny because, like, you know what I mean? Like, I was just like, you know what I mean? I was just like, hey, let me ask you a question real quick. Like, when you were in that battle royal, like, you know, you're technically still the winner, right? And like, he like looked at me, and you could tell like he was trying to hold his laugh in. I was like, no, like AEW is doing you dirty because they never gave you accolades. Like, you should probably be wrestling Chris Jericho. But I was like, why'd you not win? He was like, I don't know what to tell you, bro. I was like, no. I was like, you gotta.
That is funny.
Dapped up and everything. And he was just like, yo, I needed that. And I was like, yo, I'm here all week.
Next Wednesday, catch us.
Thank y'all for going on this journey with me.
We still here, Julio. We still here.
Y'all just got the shade for y'all, man. I feel like give me off the internet.
Once again, y'all thought I was a rookie at this. No, sir. There was a notable debut in this match.
Good.
Thank you. There was a notable debut in this match. Like I said, Tommy Dreamer was in this match for some reason. But in the end, before Hangman Page,
Hold on.
You tried. That was pretty good. You tried.
We're not doing that to Tommy Dreamer.
we are
Not doing that. We fresh off ECW episode. We're not doing that to Tommy.
just like ECW. That was 20 years ago.
Well, wait. We gotta respect all hustles. Tommy's still moving. Tommy's still moving around, and Tommy got his eye on the post. Got the hottest young nigga in the streets. That's Tommy. That's
My bad.
This is true.
My bad, brother. But he was pivotal because he was the one that set up the debut of Orange Cassidy for AEW. At this time, Orange Cassidy is an indie. What's the word? I don't want to say. Yeah, like I think the kids today would say he like the way that the Outrunners are like that industry plant type wrestler where like they come in with the gimmick. People may not understand the gimmick, but you know what I mean, the gimmick getting over. The Orange Cassidy gimmick was getting over on the indie scene. Here comes, and for those that really don't know, you know, I'm going in a deep cut. I knew Orange Cassidy when he was Fire Ant in Chikara, and he had the mask on.
Oh, now you're talking.
Whoa.
So I knew of Orange Cassidy, right?
Whoa.
And like, if you go online, there's actually clips of him that you can see him trying out the gimmick. You know what I mean? Tweaking it a little bit. But by the time he gets to like all Double or Nothing, like he's kind of got it down to a science. The denim jacket, hands in the pocket, and shit. I thought it was funny. I used to not understand why people didn't. I was like, nigga doing kip ups with his hands in his pockets. I'm like, that's fine. Like, you know how much strength you got to do for you to do that?
Boy, I used to hate on Chicago because I'm like, oh, these niggas taking Sami Zayn, Generico sauce. Fuck out of here. Who's these niggas? All of them ended up being fired. So what I know.
Yeah. Any thoughts on Orange and y'all first time seeing him?
Bang, bang, dreamer, dreamer. Bang, bang, dreamer, dreamer.
Yeah. Oh, shoot, we about to get the Ricky Sosa, Tommy Dreamer feud at Bound for Glory? Let's go. Let's go. Let's get it. Let's get it.
Tommy got one more in him. Tommy got one more magic in him. Yeah, still some magic left.
But yeah, now what y'all think about Young Orange?
I thought this was the coolest nigga ever. Say, oh, this is where it started. Okay, because that was my first time seeing him. So, like you said, Julio, just having that moment, like, all right, so this is where it formulated. And and again, shit like that, that's talent. That's talent and hard work, method acting. Yes, it is pretty simple, though. The James Dean, you know what I'm saying, kind of vibe, nonchalant, X, Y, and Z, but to do this in graps, that's a little different. And like his style is reflective of what he does. Like, and then how it is, like he has an old man, Cass got an old YMCA nigga type game where it's like I'm a move slow, you know what I'm saying? I'm act like I don't care, I'm gonna lull you to sleep, and then I'm gonna bust your ass for 20. That's Orange Cassidy. Like when it's time to go, it goes. So just to see, like, all right, this is where the mannerism started. This is where you started, like you said, Julio. This is where I need to start seeing if it sticks and it works, if people gonna rock with it. And AEW timing for everything, man. Like everything had to line up perfectly for Orange Cassidy. Because I don't know if this gimmick, and maybe it realistically probably doesn't. I don't know if this works in WWE. Maybe. Probably not. But it works in AEW. It fits. So that was cool to see.
OC was cool as hell, man. Like OC was cool just to see. Like I was like, yo, when I realized it was Fire Ant, like I was like, oh shit, that's what he turned out to be. Like, okay, I liked it. I thought it was interesting. I thought it was refreshing to see too, like a cool gimmick, somebody like just interesting. Like Orange Cassidy is, you know what I mean? I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't at this time super big in the indies because at this time it's like ROH to catch up on. I'm trying to get into New Japan. NXT is booming. I'm still watching main roster, not gonna lie, I was. So I'm like, all right, my indies, I would catch Walter when I could, or like Darby when I could when they was running around Evolve. So I would get little hints of characters or would see shit on the timeline. So to actually sit it and see it with the Double or Nothing was like, oh, okay, like this is cool. Like this shit is a vibe. I can see it. Like, so I got it.
I thought it was cool because, like I said, like I like seeing gimmicks being formulated in real time and then being able to like see their growth and development. You know what I mean? Like I really at one point, shoot, I'll say I got slandered on the timeline for it, but I stand on this hill by myself and I'm cool with it. That the OC international title run to me was like very reminiscent of Bret Hart with the Intercontinental title.
Yeah.
Like he was putting on phenomenal matches. I thought Orange was up next. You know what I mean? Like that match he had with Mox where he lost it. Cinema, goodness gracious. Like
That
even
was
like
that was a run.
yeah, shoot like if you go back and watch the original conception of like Danhausen, right? What he started with that gimmick is not what we see today. Like the Danhausen was a dark, like kind of like what Leo Rush is doing with the Blackheart gimmick.
Okay.
That's what the original Danhausen was.
Okay.
I don't know what happened where we went from a dark version to Danhausen. You know what I mean? But I love it. I love seeing that progression and everything. Shout out to my man. He making all the monies right now.
Yeah. Shout him out.
Yes.
Shout him out. I love it.
Yes, sir.
Making all-
Yes, sir. Did the check clear, buddy?
Yo, he that Sting money, that Danhausen money, that's a real thing.
Yes, sir.
Second match of the pre-show, the 0 hour, Kip Sabian, Sammy Guevara, little 10-minute match. They were seen as the young guns of the time. Yeah, it was a great match, serviceable.
Shout out Kid, shout out Sammy.
Yeah, that's all I got. Yeah, that's all I got.
Too much to it. We're gonna just keep it 100.
Now we open up the main card, right? Now the anticipation's hype. We in the pay-per-view joint. The opening match, 6-man tag match, trios. Very emphasis on trios, right? AEW have formed a partnership. I cannot remember the name of the promotion, so excuse me. But they have formed a partnership with a promotion in China.
Oriental Championship Wrestling.
Okay, thank you, brother. Thank you. So the contingent from there is the Stronghearts, El Lindemann, T-Hawk, and a living legend in my eyes, SEMA. And once again, if you have never seen the Do Fixer versus Blood Generation that took place, this would be 20 years ago?
2006.
2006, the original Super Card of Honor, one of the most influential matches of all time. That match, to this day, is bell for bell one of the greatest matches I've ever seen in my life.
If you smoke bud, smoke a blunt and watch that. You drink. If you meditate and watch that match. You feel what I'm saying?
Can you text me that?
Incredible.
Got you. I'll send you the link.
Okay.
I'll send you
Incredible.
It's
incredible.
Yeah.
Like incense when you watch it. Get you a shorty. A shorty gonna love it. Don't like that go over there. Get your little shorty. Watch that with her.
I'm gonna show I'm gonna show the wife that.
Hey, you bugging.
Yeah.
Bugging, Bob.
I'm gonna watch it with her because that match is like that. But it's those three gentlemen against a team that Chaz did not know existed.
Oh, what?
SoCal Uncensored.
Yes, sir.
Scorpio Sky and the Fallen Angel Christopher Daniels. Match goes.
That Bullet Club money get my nigga Daniels hot.
Look.
In another run. Yeah, he could have been retired, but that Bullet Club money was so good. Got my nigga Daniels another run in his first ROH World Title run. Yeah,
I need the details, Scott. I need the details, Julio. How did this come together?
All right, boom. Hold on. You got to go back to TNA 2011. You got to go back to 2010. You got to go back to Fortune, the group where it was led by Ric Flair that had AJ, Christopher Daniels, James Storm, Frankie Kazarian, Nigel McGuinness was in it. Bad influence. A feud takes place between AJ and Christopher Daniels. Frankie Kazarian gets involved. You get bad influence because Chris and Frankie hate AJ, so they come together. Those that don't know, once again, Scorpio Sky, another product of that PWG system, that SoCal. That SoCal scene. And then they start linking up on the indies, and now you have SoCal Uncensored. Genuinely, I wish, truthfully, that they had continued longer as a trios, because I thought they were fire.
It's such a crazy pairing, but now that you're saying it, because again, I'm not knowing the backstory, I just know what I know now, but it's like, damn, what?
They was cooking. They got up brush shoulders with the Bullet Club and they was on too. So that was grown. That trio was formed too on being an elite through skits, multiple skits. So we got to grow with them and see them form as a team, see them turn babyface, because they was always heels to the Young Bucks and them Japan, all over. So to see them get to this point, we've watched this on being the elite. We've kind of grow with them, and they've got their own characters. That was the beauty of. So this being the elite, go back and watch, Chaz. Yeah. Beautiful, like showing of how to get people over outside of TV time. You feel what I'm saying? And in a masterclass. So you have this tag team SCU. They actually, there's an episode of being elite. They in China looking for niggas in the gym, getting busy. Like, yo, hold on, we're going to see these niggas in the gym in China.
Scoping. And I thought that they were the perfect, like, truthfully, this was the perfect match to open up, because you, once again, you kind of want to tap in with that WCW crowd. So, like, you want to start with a high-paced style match. SoCal Uncensored was a perfect team. Like I said, the Strong Hearts, they were great at what they did. It was a great opening match. You know what I mean?
It was really, 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 really good. Again, going back in time, being like, this is my first time. Like, I love when you pull me in. I love the, you know what I'm saying? Let's get busy. You know what I'm saying? Let's get active. That was just a really good match back and forth. So I, again, lost in the sauce. This happened? Well, I'm glad I stayed strong. I was like, okay, yeah, I can see why this was a thing. So good stuff.
Four-way match is now the showcase of the women's division in All Elite Wrestling. It is Nyla Rose, Kylie Ray, Dr. Britt Baker, DMD. And this was originally trotted as a triple threat match. But you can clearly see from the get-go, Britt Baker being the very first women signing of AEW, that at the time, Britt Baker was going to be your star, right? Kylie Ray was positioned to be like going to be her main rival. Nyla Rose was going to be the monster, right? And before the match starts, Brandy Rhodes comes out. And then we just go downhill from here. No disrespect to the queen. No disrespect to the queen, but we got to call it what this is.
Yeah, it was. I was shocked. I was shocked how downhill this went. Yeah. I was shocked. I was rewatching this shit. I was like, damn. First of all, I was hyped because I was like, oh shit. Because y'all know when Scott tell you who pulled up, you're gonna know, like, oh shit. And then it was like, oh, her and Nyla, they about to go. Then it was like, oh no. But that goes back to they working shit out. I'm sure if this it'd be a different story.
Right.
Then the cameras was too bright, stage was too bright. We just keep it respectfully.
And you know, I mean, like, I love Awesome Kong. Do not get me wrong. You know what I mean? Like, I think at this point, Awesome Kong hadn't been wrestling for a while. You know what I mean? Like, keep in mind, this was also during the time where Awesome Kong was doing that show, Glow. You know, a phenomenal show if you've never seen it on Netflix. But yeah, just like, I tried not
blaming Auntie.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. I felt like just like the structure of the match never really gave her anything to work with, right? And that's why, like, I was trying not to watch this match to compare it to what we have today, Because it's very easy to fall into that trap to look at
exactly
vision today and what it originally was. Got to remember, this is a new company, right? There was phenomenal women talent on the indies at this time. Just unfortunately, like either they were being picked up by WWE or, like I said, they were still trying to figure out what they wanted their women's division to look like. I mean, sure. You know what I mean? Like, she was, you know what I mean? And I'm not, let me stop joking. Like, I'm not trying to take away from Britt Baker because at the time, like, Britt was highly touted. She was somebody that was seen as, like, a game changer for AEW. To me, the star was Kylie Ray.
They wasn't dance partners, and that happens.
Yeah.
There was no chemistry in there. You feel what I'm saying? I'm sure them not having the reps going into it beforehand is, again, it's a fresh company. They're locking up probably for the first time in some cases. Some cases, no, because you have certain matches where we've seen before. But in this case, it looks like this was their first time. Again, like now 2026, they probably wouldn't have this match. So again, I didn't look at that match the same way too. It was also, when I went past the shock feeling, it was good to see like, oh, okay, like this shit wasn't like, it made me respect Nyla's run more. It made me respect where Britt was able to take it. It made me feel a way about Kylie, like, damn, what happened to Shorty? She could have been something like, I'm sorry it didn't work out in that favor, you know, despite whatever happened. You feel me? Like, it had me reflective of like in that way. You feel what I'm saying? So like, it was cool though. It's all right. It was bad. It was bad.
It was no disrespect. It was, like I said, you know, like I thought Kylie Ray was going to be like a major player for AEW. No, she wasn't. I think this was the only show she did, and then she left.
Shit.
Yeah.
Because I'm about to say what happened. Okay.
Don't want to say it online.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Don't want to say it online.
Understood.
Yeah. You want to talk about us getting canceled?
Oh no.
You get a loss.
I can wait.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Once again, we kind of in a like, all right, we good. Is that my nigga Corey? Hold on, man. Hold on. Corey, what up, man?
What's good?
What's going on, brother?
All right.
Yeah.
Triple OG.
He ain't lying. He just pulled up with facts.
Yo, Corey is an evil genius, man. So first of all, love to you, my brother. I appreciate you, man. Can't wait to peep out the new book coming out. My man is, you know, doing great things across all these platforms with amazing articles. Please go tap in with him.
Tap in.
Next match was the Best Friends, Trent Beretta, Chucky T against Angelico and Jack Evans.
Shout out my nigga Jack Evans. No Jack Evans slander ever, nigga.
You do not get Ricochet. You do not get Will Ospreay. You do not get the flippy shit of we see without Jack Evans nearly killing himself in rec centers across the Northeast and across the world. Jack Evans was a different type of white boy. You know what I mean? Who you know that looks like Jack Evans coming out to Pat Poose?
Jack Evans was white chocolate Jason Williams. Fact.
Yeah, I like that.
Fact.
I like it.
Facts. Facts.
I like it.
And look, once again, going back to the era of the time, like, you know, I mean, we coming off of Lucha Underground, so like there was huge buzz behind Jack Evans kind of getting that national buzz, and Angelico in Lucha Underground was like a dog. Like he was incredible. So like this was a good tag team match, you know what I mean? Like I've always been a big fan of Trent Beretta, you know what I mean? Roppongi Vice, one of my favorite tag teams. Chuck Taylor is a legend on the indies, you know what I mean? Kentucky strong. This was a good match, but once again, by the end of the match, we went downhill with the unveiling of Dark Order. That's just me. me. That's just me.
Yeah, that was right at the time too. They didn't know who they was, but I knew who Dark Order was. I was familiar with them. Wasn't they Super Smash Brothers too? Like
Smash. Yep.
Shout out, again, I just want to highlight Jack Evans' amazing do-rag game as well. Yeah, facts.
That's real, though. That's real.
Yeah, that's facts. I just want to highlight that. Yeah. And when Jack was linking up with Angelico was fire too, because they got busy in Lucha Underground. So that's really like a Lucha Underground kind of energy tag, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was good, man. I like them boys, man. Shout out to them. I wish some niggas was still on my television, man. Facts. I feel like Jack Evans right now got a bag somewhere crazy right now.
An underrated tag team, Jack Evans and Roderick Strong.
Come on, talk about it.
Yeah, I just want to bring that up.
That was like one tag team.
If they just chose to reunite them right now, I'd be. But Jack Evans and Roderick Strong as a tag team, unbelievable.
What's going on with Jack? This guy pushed the button on Jack. What more wrong with Jack, man?
Look, Jack got his Japanese queen. He chilling. He good.
Oh, he good? All right, then I love it. I love that for him.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, Roddy and that's a tag team. They didn't like win a lot of matches, but every match they had was fire. Fire tag moves.
I'm talking to anybody that's watching this right now, and I want this part to go viral, and I want everybody to see. There is a match that took place of January of 2006 at Full Impact Pro between Jack Evans and Roderick Strong. It is one of the greatest matches, and I'm not saying that as a hyperbole or anything. One of the greatest matches I've ever laid my eyes on. I bought the DVD, right? Because this was during the time where Full Impact Pro had a relationship with Ring of Honor. They were the sister promotions. Yeah. But this match in particular was absolutely incredible. They named the DVD Strong versus Evans. You only do that when a match is fire, right? No. The DVD is no longer in existence. The match can no longer be found. Damn. If anybody has that match or that DVD, please send it to BGW because I want to watch it. I will pay you whatever we need to pay. Not too much. It ain't that fire. But please send it in my direction. We can talk. We can negotiate that. Thank you, brother. Thank you.
Wait a second.
I know what that meant, though. I'm mad that Max had to take the hit, but I understood that. Like, listen, I got a couple dollars for you, but chill.
Like, don't come to me with like, yo, this, $500. Like, I'm gonna be like, yo, get out.
Nigga, like Jack Evans gonna come with you. Like, I need 15 bids. I got you.
And I'm gonna be like, hey, bro, I'm good. Thank you.
Jack gonna give you the copy off his shelf with 15 bands right now.
Oh God!
Look, we just
hey, baby, go get that Strong versus Evans.
We just lost a viewer. It probably was Jack.
Oh God!
Find the DVD. Then you about to get a DM.
Come on. Hey, yo, let me holler at you real quick, yo.
Oh man. Hey, wait a minute. Because you just sat there. You hyped this shit up to the
no.
No, it's not that. That's what I'm saying.
Chaz not explain
it over his head.
The
match had to take that hit to let niggas know don't get crazy. He got a couple dollars for you, but don't get crazy.
Yeah. You see, Chaz, you weren't there for the tape trading era, man. You know what I mean? Like,
a nigga would win in his DM. If he ain't say that nigga would win in his DM, I got the Strong MC right now, 700. Right there, 700.
Let me try to negotiate at least $20 off of it. You know what I mean? Like, thank you.
I'll send you the shit, the MP4, man.
Come on, man. Come on. I'll
Don't
load
let
up.
this go, man. I'm about to 5-stroke and have send that to you. We're gonna talk numbers in the cut. My DM coming too.
Just saying.
Down bad, but we good. Yeah, my DM coming too. I think I got that.
Listen, dog.
You gonna get strong versus Evans on ROH.
Listen, man, rent due tomorrow, bro. You can't come to me and be like, "Oh, here's this tape for 700." Like the match is great. Like it's not $700 great.
He's gonna give you Jack Evans versus strong on like IWA Mid South.
Yo.
It's a whole Jack Evans and Roger Strong.
They gonna run me the Dragon Gate tapes. Yeah.
Nigga gonna be tight.
Yeah. You got the blue tight Roderick. Yeah.
Y'all funny dudes, man. Funny dudes.
Nah, this is the best shit out. I'm sorry. It's the best shit out on YouTube.
Woo.
Joshi action, right? We got the God Sheeta, Rio, and a certified goon killer, Big Money Riho.
Big Money Rio.
Big Money Rio. Ratings Riho. You know what I mean? That's why they keep her off television, because they scared of her motion. You know what I mean? Like,
All-star.
Yeah, real violent. And they going against Emi Sakura, Yuka Zakasaki, Miss Takeshita, and the legend Aja Khan. And the play for this is, once again, trying to diversify between the difference in the two companies. Like, we're bringing in Joshi legends, right? Which I saw the play, but at the same time, it's like, well, WWE's already doing great things with Asuka. I think at that point they were about to get Miko Satomura for NXT UK. If I'm not mistaken,
think that's still true. I think it's still true. I think they were just saying like just very petty but small. We do it better, or we bring in more than what they bring in.
True.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I think two things can be true. I just but I want to, your first point definitely hit, because I think that was just kind of like saying like, yeah, they have it, but we have it, and not just one promotion. We're gonna be working with other promotions. So I think it was more so like just saying like, not to say that they don't have that, but we can just tap in with so many more people as well.
Yeah, I mean, shoot, you threw my whole point of.
I'm sorry. Bad, man. I won't try to go over your head.
Man, great minds.
Yes.
Now the dope thing about because you're absolutely right. Like it was very much like there was a Joshi revolution happening at this time. You know what I mean? Because like I said, Asuka's doing her thing. The consensus best wrestler was Io Sky, right? And she's just making her debut. Kairi Sane's now over there, right? Another, phenomenal talent. But the Joshi relationship that Kenny Omega had, like, he's spearheading this part, right? And one thing I genuinely appreciate it. I love that Aja Khan got a match like this on AEW, because Aja Khan is a legend, you know what I mean? But like I said, this was, unless you actually watched Stardom at the time, or Tokyo Joshi Pro, you may have not known who Yuka Sakasaki was. You know what I mean? I certainly didn't know who Big Money Riho was, but we were all about to find out. You know what I mean? Especially when you learn that she Kenny Shooter, right? Certified goon. It was a great match. And then, why has Sheeta not been back in AEW?
Oh, I've been questioning this shit, Scott, for the longest.
I think with Tony's absence, maybe that'll change.
Yeah.
You hope so.
But it's a lot of people over there that go missing. I don't know why they be going missing, and they be like, "I'm healthy," you know.
Yeah.
I can understand though, much TV time.
Yeah.
It's too much. We got ROH. We need it in Jacksonville. Like Sheeta got to be somewhere.
Yeah. And I hope I pray that's where, again, I think I see the vision, but I pray it follows through. Because you're right. There's no, unless she doesn't want to, we don't know. But if she wants to, I don't know, man. Tony does this weird things at times. I don't understand it.
Yeah, I don't understand it either. I be trying to have the answers. I don't got the answer for that. I don't know what's going on.
I don't want to make this a big thing too with when it comes to absentee wrestlers. But the only one that I've genuinely looked at Tony like confusingly is when Keith Lee confirmed, like, he was like, I'm good, like I'm ready to go. He's like, it's not up to me to return. And I've always looked at, like, so why are you not on television? Like, but then again, those are not conversations that I'm meant to be a part of. So I don't speculate on that in any capacity. But that one just always like made me like, all right, cool. Why?
I'll be honest, like the Bray shit kind of made me stop like speculating when I don't see niggas on TV. It kind of like spooked me out. Like I'm like,
yeah.
It made me realize it's whatever. It's bigger than wrestling if they're not there. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe it's not. So I kind of like mentally kind of checked out. But I do just y'all bringing it up. I never thought of Sheeta because that's just my mentality. I just checked out. I'm only focusing on what I see. So y'all just bringing up Sheeta. I'm like, damn, I ain't see Sheeta in a minute. Like, where the fuck is Sheeta? You know what I'm saying? Like Keith Lee, I do always often ask myself, like, damn, because I always see Michin and I'm like, where the fuck Keith Lee at? Like, where the fuck, especially when he swerved turning heel, I would have loved to see Keith Lee around this time. You know what I'm saying? So we can finally close that door. But I feel like, and then it's like, people got to have the time they make up when they're not there. So you don't know. And then again, it's like you said, Scott, it's shit we not there for. So we don't know what's going on, but it just sucks. You feel me? Because it's like a lot of talent are missing great years that they could be having in their career. And that goes to Britt too. Like, where the fuck's Britt?
No, facts. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, and this is definitely I think it's an issue across both brands, right? Both companies, but I think AEW definitely does it the worst when it comes to like wrestlers just disappearing, what I mean? And especially because they disappear with no like context of like where they at storyline wise, or like if somebody's gotten written off, you know what I mean? And once again, we don't want to speculate because we never know what somebody's issues are. But like, I would love to know like why Sheeta hasn't been on TV. Like, to me, by the time I think we're coming up on 2 years since she's been last seen on AEW programming.
I think she was doing acting, like some acting too. Like, so once I don't see people wrestling and they acting, I already know. Like, all right,
check cleared. Yeah.
I honestly, I start checking out right then and there. Like, oh, you acting now? Okay, all right.
And it's not. And the crazy thing, it's not even the case that like she's not, like, I know she's wrestling in Japan. Like, I just saw a match of hers like a couple months ago. Like,
oh, she is wrestling in Japan.
Yeah, she's still active. Yeah. But once again, who are we to speculate? Now we get to the big three, the big three matches of the night. The first, Cody at this time against his brother Dustin Rhodes, right? Let's talk about it.
Oh no.
Let's talk.
Let me start then. I'm gonna pop it off then because I already see where you're going. It was on this night Oh, damn, I forgot about this. Yeah, so what? Fuck it, nigga. Yeah, shit is real, nigga. Smash that shit, nigga. Fuck out of here. That's what got him Seth Rollins right there. Sometimes you gotta, you know what I mean? Like, you gotta disrespect the ops a little bit just to let them know, yo, we not playing no games here. So Hunter had to take that. And he beat on that fucking throne too. His entrance is saucy too. Like, why niggas want to hate on this too? Now it seems like I'm glazing, but I don't care because this was fire. Like, he beat on the. That's how we doing it. This is 2019 too. This is like NXT, Triple H, Black and Gold. You know what I mean? And like, fuck out of here. What's up?
In another universe, in another whole universe, I can see Cody in that Black and Gold era.
I can see Cody and Triple H.
I thought this shit was the corniest shit. I almost turned the pay-per-view off. I'm glad I did it because they put on a classic, but I was like, this bitch. I ain't have beef with Triple H back then.
Here's my thing. I'm gonna challenge you on it. You like the Monday Night Wars, right? Why you felt it was corny? Let's do that. Why you felt it was corny?
Because the Monday Night Wars, man, I was 6. I didn't know the concept of.
I don't do that.
I know the concept of. No,
that's
so
good. That's good. That's good.
It is a good cop out.
So once again, we got to remember at the time, I do not like Cody Rhodes. I don't like anything Cody doing. Right? Cody could have not done this thing, and I still would have been like, this shit is corny, right? I guess in hindsight, looking at it, what was the definitive statement he was trying to make? Like, I get the symbolism of it, but like in the long run, now knowing what we now know, now what we see, was this pointless? Like, was this even necessary? I get this is the debut show. This is AEW. Like we hear we're making a statement, but now in hindsight, is that statement pointless because that same throne you destroyed, you're now working under? You know what I mean? Like, and I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm genuinely curious. Like, did he need to do this to solidify? Like, was the definitive statement for him or was it for AEW?
It was for AEW and it was for him at
Okay.
the time. And two things can be true, that it was for him at this time and he felt that way, but this could still symbolize for AEW to hold on to what they carrying on to now. Because the little pisshead company is now a major alternative that affects ongoings on the product right now. So when that throne broke, shit did get different after that. That was, if you ask me, was the end of that Black and Gold series finale right there. You feel what I'm saying? So at the time, of course, if you're not feeling him, I could totally see why you would think it's corny. I'm not even going to here to argue with that because, again, it's all subjective. You feel what I'm saying? But at this time, niggas wasn't like, this is niggas love. It's the symbolism of this is WWE. Everybody's gonna go through Triple H to get to Vince because that's his son. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't just a Cody and Triple H. This is AEW, WWE, old guard, new guard. This is the beginning of a new era. Boom. Corny as it may be, that's what I got from it. Like, okay. And I like shit on my ops energy too. I like that too in my wrestling. I like that. I always love when Joey Styles was on ECW would say little slick shit on commentary about WWF or WCW. Loved it. So for me, it was like, okay, yeah, let's do that. Cody also being the WWE guy, trying to let niggas know at the time, hey, I'm fuck all that. But then when it gave niggas WWE, true hustler, not too much. Not too much.
Yeah, that pretty much gave him the WrestleMania match. The smash that was like, I feel it worked in many of ways, but what it ultimately did was put him on. If he wasn't already that move, regardless of how people look at that, it definitely put him in the scope, in the radar. Oh, okay. This is somebody we probably should take serious. And this is somebody who seems like he has emotion because, again, like I always said, I do believe had everything shook out a little better, he still would be there. But since it didn't and things went the way it did, that chair shot, it closed the door for a lot of things. That chair shot was literally a butterfly effect for a lot of different things. And was the main thing was like you said, Julio, yeah, I believe in this product and I'm smashing this because we're smashing any type of ideas you think of what wrestling should be. We're providing a different option. Like you missed that WCW era, you missed that ECW era. We're like a little bit of both, and we're gonna try to do our own thing. So yeah, in one instance, it's a whole new ball game, but in another instance, it's like I'm doing this to get that person's attention. I'm doing this to get my toxic ex attention because now I realize I can't stay here anymore after this. You know what I'm saying? Like this guy, the writing's on the wall, and that chair shot was basically the nail in the coffin. Like, I love AEW, and I will always love AEW. I started this, so this is gonna be my baby. But I can't stay here because the people that I thought was gonna be there for me are clearly not. When whatever happened, whatever the case we may never know. But that chair shot, I feel like just was like open a lot of doors and close a lot of doors all at the same time. And yeah, it got himself at Mania. And not just like you said, it got himself, it got him the entrance, it got him.
Also is what he goes on to do for the next 22 minutes. I thought I would never say this. Britt, Owen, move over. One of the best brother versus brother matches of all time.
Yeah.
We as the wrestling community, maybe not everybody, I know what we do, we're good. But you know what? I'll include us. I feel like we don't give Dustin Rhodes credit for the in-ring talent that he is. Because to me, Dustin has always been the best bell member of the Rhodes family. Like WCW days, Gold Dust, you know what I mean? Yeah, he had the drug issues and everything like that. And I'm glad he was able to recover, you know what I mean? Became a man of faith, you know what I mean? And he's been sober. But Dustin always gives plenty to give, you know what I mean? And he puts all into the match. And you saw it in here. Like, I felt like Dustin had more to prove than Cody. I felt like Dustin had wrestled this match like his life depended on it. You know what I mean? Like, that is a veteran trying to prove that I can still go. I can still hate. To me, the stamp for Dustin Rhodes being the best for best, he just had a match last year with Kyle Fletcher, which I think maybe 20, 25 years his younger, and had a fire.
Pretty good.
5-star match with Kyle Fletcher, right?
Yeah. It's pretty good. I mean, yeah.
You feel that way. I feel that way. I feel because we had the honor of watching The Natural.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Mm. So Goldust wasn't a shock for us. You feel what I'm saying? Goldust just overshadows. He doesn't help even this Dustin Rhodes ever wearing the Goldust, half Goldust. You know what I'm saying? It's just the Goldust is so engulfing as a character and a culture icon of the Attitude Era. Is just engulfing that you forget that, oh my God, this guy really could fucking wrestle his ass off.
Yeah.
Going into this match, he's 50 years old, coming off double knee surgery. Mm-hmm. So for him to prove to have that match with his brother, a match that should have happened in WWE, again, leading back to why that symbolism of WWE gets smashed to pieces. Because this is a match that should have happened at WrestleMania. It was slated for WrestleMania. It never got to happen. And we're not having this. So we're having this match here. We're about to show you, one, who I am as Cody Rhodes, and I'm about to show you who the fuck my brother is. And my brother is just as hungry to show you who the fuck we are. And this is for Pops. And them niggas did what they had to fucking do that night. That shit was classic right now. And that night, fire match. Fire match. And I can have a match like that, and I can honestly come back and be like, listen, I know how y'all niggas feel. This shit I got right here ain't bad either. We eating too. I can honestly come back swinging back there like, yeah, what's popping? Pause. But like, yo, yeah, we talking like that. Follow that. Because they had to follow it. You know? And everybody didn't really follow it. Keep it a buck. So I can understand somebody having a little moxie. You know what I'm saying? And rubbing certain niggas the wrong way. I can see shit happening. It's me.
Nah, you spin. You spin. Chaz, thoughts?
It was A1 from start to finish. Because that was like finally my first time to watch it, to like sit down, pop a gummy, you know what I'm saying, and watch it. And they told the story only they could tell. I don't really have too many notes, and I'm glad when I don't. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, it'd been more dope if I was there in the moment, seeing how everything kind of led up to that part, but it made me feel something watching it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I think because I know who both people are, and I do have, you know what I'm saying, a good amount of history of knowing, you know what I'm saying, their story. So yeah, that's what made it even more fun for me. But that's the kind of magic I don't know Cody will ever be able to get again. Not to say that he hasn't put on since he's been back. Absolutely not. But it's something when it's your family, you know what I mean? Or something when it's your man's or your girl. It's different. And they was able to really pour that out of me when I watched that. So, but I also feel like now that we're talking about it, now that I'm connecting the dots, shit, Cody might have told Dustin like, "Hey, this is pretty much it for me. Like this whole, I'm moving on." Because again, now that we're looking back at it, I'm like, nah, y'all really went out there and cooked. Y'all really did something different, and I don't know, it was because like, all right, well, let's go out here and tear the house down. You know what I'm saying? And then whatever happens, happens. But yeah, that was the goods.
I think there's always been, and I'm glad Gerard brought this up, because I felt like there was always a point in WWE, like, you know, they both said they wanted this match, even like WWE, and just WWE would never pull that trigger. But like I said,
idiots. They're idiots. God, this was money. Anytime the Rhodes is on TV, ever since Rhodes, Dusty said to Dustin, I just want to hug my son.
Oh my God. It's
Will Smith and Uncle Phil and Dusty when he told Dustin, I want to hug myself before War Games. Rhodes is money on TV anytime them niggas is in the ring together. Any of them. Period.
Listen,
this is facts.
I remember when AEW came for a collision here in Norfolk, and you know what I mean, there was some like Edge was on the card, FTR, Danny Garcia was hot, House of Black was on the card. You know who got the biggest pop? Dustin Rhodes. I was like, I ain't know Dustin had shooters in Virginia, but I'm like,
niggas love Gold Dust. The hood love Gold Dust.
Yeah.
You know how many random people out there like don't watch rap, but they're like Gold Dust is one of my favorites or in their top 5. And it's like people that have no common thing but having Gold Dust in their top 5. Facts.
You spitting crush. You spitting, bro. Yeah, no, this was 5 stars across the board. Very, very emotional. Even at the post jump where Cody asked Dustin to be his tag team partner, like you could tell that shit meant something to both of them. You know what I mean? Like that hug is not something that you fake out here. Like
emotion.
No.
It
that's
was real. Because you gotta also understand, it's not like they're Rick and Scott. It's not like they're Matt and Nick. You feel what I'm saying? Like these niggas, there's an age gap. It's a mama gap. You feel what I'm saying? Like it's shit going on in that relationship. You know what I'm saying? So it's like for them to do that is a different kind of energy. You feel me?
and I can imagine for both of them, like I feel there has been a Dusty's name gets thrown out too much. And I you know what I mean? Like I just feel like it's a lane that they go to a lot with Cody. Like, but with that being said, I feel like this match, you know what I mean? It's that whole like pretty much like what Bret Hart said when he wrestled Chris Benoit in the Kemper Arena months after Owen Hart passed, and he was like, he felt there was only one person in the audience, and it was Owen. I felt this match was the perfect symbolism of two brothers wrestling for the audience of one, and that's for Dusty, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And if you really watch the match, you see Dusty all in this match. The bloodbath, the drama, you know what I mean? Like, shit, you look, Dusty would have booked this in '88 if he could have. You know? if it's making money, Dusty gonna do it, right? But like,
Dusty would have had 5 matches out these niggas. Dusty would have took these niggas all over the Greensboro. Had one in Baltimore for sure. Would have had one in Baltimore. One in Texas.
A great American match. Listen, man. So I'm happy they got this match, man, and I'm happy I'm happy that this is considered the first classic of AEW in a long catalog of classics. I think this holds to this at the very top.
Yeah.
Next match, Triple I Tag Team Champion, which once again is funny of where time is because AEW has a partnership with Triple I, not CMLL, Triple I.
Triple I. That was funny, and that stood out instantly. Like that, and that's the beauty of going back to it.
It felt weird, man. You know what I mean? Like it was just like,
yeah, it did feel weird. It did feel weird, but it was like, everybody was trying to get it in them. It was an exciting time. Everybody was just trying to get on TV, not on TV, but just get hot. You feel me? Lack of better term, everybody was just trying to get hot, man. Like we working with everybody that's not WWE. That's really was the vibes. Everybody's working again, and then it was WWE had they little like NXT Evolve, how it is now. Mm-hmm. It was like that. Just it wasn't in unison and form, like it wasn't like uniform as it is now, officially under one umbrella, but it was that pipeline. You feel what I'm saying? So in that time, everybody was working together and trying to get some money or just saying fuck both of y'all. Like I don't like New Japan wasn't fucking with nobody else. They was hurt over how shit went down with the Elite. You feel what I'm saying? Ring of Honor's like, it is what it is. We're gonna play nice. TNA was moving a little funny. Then they ended up linking up later on. So it was a crazy time.
The Lucha Bros, man. Let me tell you something. Like, I love Penta. I love Penta getting his flowers today. All right. You know what I mean? Intercontinental champion, about to have the ladder match at Mania. I wish more was being done with Rey Fenix, right? But if you could go back and experience the Lucha Bros in this time period, it was unfucking believable. Penta in Lucha Underground.
Star. All caps, no cap.
You gotta remember, like, so for like people that don't know, like before Lucha Underground, like the version of Penta that you see was birthed in, like, it was starting to morph, but it really showcased in Lucha Underground. Like, that's how Penta became a known star. Oh, the Penta Vampiro match, incredible. When Penta was getting his ass stomped out by Kyrie and EO, you know what I mean?
You got EO and Kyrie hot. Yeah.
Yeah.
They hot themselves. Yeah. That
Like-
was with Penta.
Like, he was a Booker's, like Bookers were paying money for Penta to come. But one thing Penta was going to do, he was like, nigga, if I come, my brother coming with me too. Because Ray Phoenix cooked in Lucha Underground as well. Like, they were just a phenomenal act. And I don't understand, like, I get it. I fully understand you make more money with Penta in WWE, but like, there is something that we can do to get the Lucha Bros on WWE programming together.
It's even beyond that. Just at the very least, there's no excuse. Why the fuck you not building Ray Phoenix to be the next Rey Mysterio and be that on SmackDown, so you can have two Penta, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to say two Penta because Ray is in his own world himself and can get over on his own. So why not have representation on Friday and representation on Monday and strong representation on Friday? But I'm sure Penta had to go through his bumps. I'm hoping this is the period where Ray's going through his bumps to become where his brother's at right now. But Ray's really like that.
I'll be right back again, brothers. I'll be right back.
Ray's great. I understand. I got in here because I can talk more shit to these people. Ray Phoenix is that nigga. I don't know why he's not getting no TV time at all. It's crazy. It's ridiculous. Chaz, what's your thoughts?
I just like
it's mind-boggling.
because all this shit y'all been throwing at the walls, there's no other shit you can throw for Ray Fit. Like nothing. You have nothing.
Yeah, and it's like, but you know, they're very late to the party because they just figuring out something with Dragon Lee. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, damn, why you not going crazy in AAA? Like you should be. I'm seeing a heel versus heel. I'm not familiar. Last time I watched AAA was Galavision on Channel 53 in New York. You know what I'm saying? So I was watching with Cybernetico. Shout out to my boy Cybernetico. If you know, you know. You know what I'm saying? So, and Jeff Jarrett was out there wilding. That's my era of AAA. I'm not used to, like, they got a heel. Dom is a heel. They got the young boy, you know, my homie. He's a heel over there. So I don't know what's going on. I'm trying to, like, figure it out. Like, y'all got Ray Phoenix right here, a hot baby face. Y'all got Grande, a whole German in a mask, and not Ray Phoenix getting over it. It's like I'm a little confused. Taker, what's going on? Talk to me. I'm trying to understand it.
And I'm gonna tell you something right now. I'm over the whole El Grande Americano thing. Like, you know, shout out to them boys getting their bag, getting their money on. Of course. Shout out to them. Okay. This shit is over with, man. Like, why is this German in a mask over in Mexico? Julio, you know history, man. You know history. You know how ironic this is.
And that's why, because the Mexican people loving it makes me love it, right? So that's one thing why I'm on it. In his defense, he is doing a stellar job.
He is.
Stellar job. But I can understand, and I do find it funny that somebody's tired of it. I want the match versus match. Let's get to the reveal and let's get on with it.
Scott booked this shit perfectly last year. This shit should have ended with Chad and Penta mask, whatever. But that was the ending. That was it. I don't know how we got here. I don't know when we got here. It's
now,
3 weeks now.
Do you watch the Triple Loss show on Saturdays?
I'm trying to.
In my opinion, one of the best shows currently. Like it's a clean hour of wrestling.
So how's it a heel versus heel situation with Dom and what's my nigga name? Vikingo. How they both heels? What's the heel versus heel? How's this hot?
So Dom is staying like him the same, but the crowd loves Dom. You know what I mean?
There we go.
The crowd just hates Vikingo. And Vikingo eats that shit up. Like it's fire. It's just like I don't like the confusing thing they're doing where in America, Kaiser's Americano is the heel, but they present Gable as the babyface.
I love it.
I would love it, right? But Kaiser's Americano in Mexico is reaching that point where, like, when the time comes, and it's gonna come, where he wins the Triple A Mega Championship, that crowd is going to go. That is going to be a Daniel Bryan Mania 30 pop.
So why I love it, the historian in me, is because I always love knowing when I found out that during the Brett and Jerry Lawler feud in Memphis, Jerry was the baby face.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
The heel.
Yeah.
So I love like bizarro world shit like that. I do, and I actually like. And what I think is trash by WWE, and this is the thing that upsets me with WWE too, is like it's just little tweaks that can just help it improve so much. Why not make note of that? That should be highlighted on Raw. Like, yo, this nigga in Mexico is lit, but in here they hate him, and then OG Grande is hated in him. Like, why is that not happening on this precious TV time we get it? You feel what I'm saying? Like, that should be expressed more too. Like, it's not a situation where it's like, where we're only going off cable. We got YouTube. The shit on Saturday night. Scott's watching it, so it's not like a nigga watching Raw not gonna. So we're not dumb. We're not in that era of wrestling. You don't have to hide that. And help promote the Saturday show.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Simple little things they're not doing. It's not the big things in life. It's the small shit that fuck you up. You feel what I'm saying? And that's where they're fucking up. It's like, it's not like the big, oh, what's this wrestling? It's like little shit. Like, they're not even doing the little shit. You know what I'm saying? AEW has that as well. Everybody has that. But it's still like just little shit that just helps everything. And it's simple. That's my rant.
No, he was cooking. He was cooking. Last match, gentlemen. The main event. Kenneth Jerome Omega.
Yeah.
Against young Lionheart Chris Jericho. Is this let me just start off with saying this. I thought their New Japan match was a certified 5-star. It was a great match.
Yes.
This match was cool, right?
It was cool.
It was cool. It was cool.
Like I said, I can see Cody back there like, all right. All the wrestling? All the wrestling?
He go up to Kenny. He go up to Kenny, be like, you the wrestling god, right? This is what you do, right?
I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying that night. On that night, Cody got him, respectfully.
Kenny got him, or Cody got him clean. He got him clean. He got the cleaner. He cleaned the cleaner. Come on.
Cleaned the cleaner.
Come on. Like I said, this match was cool. I'm trying to remember what my expectations were. I don't even know if I had any expectations.
It was high expectations because remember how it was built? Like it was built like a big fight field. They didn't have Dynamite at this time, so they didn't have Dynamite, y'all. There was no Dynamite, so again, they're going off YouTube. It's actually, if you go on YouTube now, it's a Road to Double or Nothing series. Yeah. And they have specials. And then like Kenny, when it comes to Kenny and Jericho, it's like big fight field, like a UFC fight, big boxing fight. That's how it was built. So it was some hype to it. You feel what I'm saying? Like, especially this being the rematch from the legendary Japan match that spawned all of this. You know what I mean? So,
but at to me, the match gets overshadowed only by the debut of Jon Moxley. And you got to set the picture for this. Jon Moxley is coming off of being Dean Ambrose in WWE. He puts his notice in, if I'm not mistaken, around January of 2019 after a terrible feud with Seth. And what they had Jon Moxley doing was very much felt like I don't want to say like a statement from Vince and the creative, but like they got him in the gas mask and
it was tired of this nigga.
He's making like all these puns and everything like that. And then they shoot like he's even like feuding with Nia Jax on TV. And then like everybody remembers it's nasty work, dog. Nasty.
This nigga Vince is greasy.
Yeah, nasty. And like everybody remembers the his official last day with WWE as far as a contracted wrestler, and then the next day he does this promo where he's breaking out of prison, which, if I'm not mistaken, led to one of the wildest tweets I've ever seen in my life. That I will not repeat here, but it involved the concept of people using the prison system and comparing it to leaving WWE to AEW. And my man just put out too much information that didn't need to be put out. Chaz, you about to fall asleep, aren't you? Chaz, you about to fall asleep, aren't you?
No.
Oh,
He's looking like that because these niggas is weird, Scott.
I'm
Scott, you gotta understand, like, you telling us this shit, we be really responding to this, be really real life reaction. Sometimes it's like, yo, we in a pod just talking about that, and then it's like, yo, these niggas is weird, bro. I know he in there. I can see it because I'm sitting here. Like, sometimes they even know more words. They weird. These niggas is weird, man.
Weird. Yeah, nah. But I remember prior to AEW, New Japan running a video of the Death Rider. You know what I mean? With a guy coming in a bar, and that's what he was going to call Death Rider. And it come to be Jon Moxley, right? You know what I mean? Jon Moxley, that was, especially if you saw Jon Moxley prior to the WWE signing, the ZZW, a little bit of IW Mid-South, like Jon Moxley, you knew what Jon Moxley become. And to me, there is a difference between Dean Ambrose and Jon Moxley. And I say that knowing who Jon Moxley is today. And I feel like Jon Moxley is the most important signing AEW has made. Because I feel Jon Moxley would genuinely die for this shit. Mm-hmm. You tap in, look, you're going to see a graphic either tonight or tomorrow morning that Jon Moxley has a match on Dynamite.
Oh, yeah. Jon Moxley wrestling every Dynamite Collision, CMLL, GCW, Bloodsport, motherfucking New Japan, All Japan, Noah, whatever's open.
John did the check clear.
That nigga, he may do it for $3.
It was
put a nigga in a headlock for $3.
$3 in a chicken sandwich and
a pack of bogeys.
Bad
for the pack of bogeys too.
What y'all think about the Mox debut, man?
Legendary. Wow. Mox is fucking legendary. That is like a rebirth. You watch a man find himself. When you see him walking down there, you find the king finding his throne, walking to his shit. That's why that shit is powerful. You see that walk, you see that strut, and for him to still have that walk to this day, tell you everything you need to know. You feel what I'm saying? With an army of niggas, warriors with him at this point. But that time, and to go after the nigga that they've been talking about. You gotta understand this is 2019, y'all. Kenny Omega is fucking LeBron at this time. So Moxley's like, oh, this is the nigga. Let me see. I got some for him. He's pussy. Boom. Drop him on his head. Look at him. Look at this nigga, man. This nigga feel alive, man. Nigga in Vegas too. He be training in Vegas. He in there. He feeling good. That nigga in there. Wow.
This is not even bald Mox yet.
This is the little WWE money. You know what I mean? Look, but listen, this was the ill shit about it because he's also Jon Moxley, who he was before the Indies. And Jon Moxley was a legendary indie wrestler. You feel what I'm saying? So he returned it into that form. It was beautiful, man. Belt to ass. That's why the match is not even remember. Everybody just remember Moxley getting fucking busy. Still slim, still feeling good. Yeah, he on that WWE regimen. Facts.
Look, the man really got it. Like, he's got his wife right there with him. He got a baby, little baby Mox. Like, he good, man. Like, that's why, like, it's comical. And I'm gonna definitely get to you, Chaz, right after this. But it, like, to me, it's comical, and I get why people do like Mox gonna come back to WWE. I don't see that happening at all. Because Mox, I feel, had like he wants the freedom to do wrestling in his vision, right? Just like you could tell he's a student of the game. He loves this, you know what I mean? Like Julio was saying, he probably would do this shit for $3 if he could. Look, the man got realized that he had a problem, went to Tony Khan, got in rehab, got clean. You know what I mean? Like to me, for him, this shit is bigger than, like, you know what I mean? Like, that's why I've always said, and I apologize, I'm stuttering a little bit, but the reason why the Death Riders works because I think they really operate on the philosophy that they are portraying on television. Like,
they believe that shit. They really live in that life.
Wrestling is life. You know what I mean? Like, competition is
training right now. They in Ohio right now training. Right in his basement right now. So they don't even got that CMLL belt. They in Ohio right now. Where Dynamite? They in the hotel right now. That's what the brilliant, even in the whole Tony Storm storyline of, like, they even admitted it on the announcement. On the announcing, they were like, Marina was just talking shit. I'm paraphrasing, but they're like, Marina was just talking shit. We seen Marina. She was trading with him. That's how they really are. Every day, live this shit.
Chaz, end it.
Boy. Again, the way the universe works, man, the way everything has to happen. Dominoes gotta fall, pieces gotta move, words gotta be said, emotions it takes a lot of moving parts and timing to get to DON 2019. And to close the show with Mox, you know what I'm saying, with essentially the three really integral pieces that started this AEW train, to close the door like that, to end it like that, to have Mox DDC, like you said, HBJ, like 2019 Kenny Omega. Like that's a statement. These who are gonna be our top dogs for the next couple years. For me, it's a top 10 closer of a show for a pay-per-view PLE. And to see how we get here now, and to see the valleys and the lakes that we had to go through to see witness people leave and come back, because It was a lot of dark years early, out the gate. Like, we ain't had to wait for the lean years. It hit us. So there was a point in time where niggas probably think AEW was gonna survive. You know what I'm saying? Because I can remember feeling like you're trying too much to overtake whatever WWE got on it. That's just not gonna happen. Like, people are gonna put WWE number one no matter what they do. That's just how it is. So you don't have to really focus on that, but you focus on what you got right now. You got a loyal base that wants something different. You got a loyal base that just wants to get away from that. We don't need you to be there. If I wanted that, I'd stay there. I need you to be AEW. I need you to really tap into what we're asking you. And one thing I want to give Tony credit for is he's willing to try. He's willing to pivot. May not always get it right. Sometimes it takes longer than expected, but he is willing to try. So there's an element there where it's like you feel like people are listening. Maybe, maybe not, but that moment, the way they did it, the way it felt, like you said, because again, you don't remember the match. You remember Mox putting Kenny Dome on a fucking big ass Vegas chip in the show. 2019 AEW. That's it. That's all you remember. And it's a beautiful send-off because it's like, okay, now we have it. And it's not going to be pretty. It's not gonna always be pretty, but we have something. So we trust the process and we ride this wave, we ride this ship, and we again, we use our voice because it does feel like it gets heard. Maybe not all the time, but there's something there. This is what we have now. And this is why Mox is still the Mox. You know what I mean? Because he does love this shit. He's the Kevin Durant of this shit. Without all that weird shit. But he's the Kevin Durant of this shit. Like, he will hoop no matter where it is. You put your stock in that. You put your stock in that, and you make sure when people come in, whatever, like he's the, I don't want to say he's the Undertaker, whatever, but he's the bell cow. He's the stand up what AEW is. He's the pulse. He's the heartbeat. He gets it. So I'm not surprised that AEW figured out his way around the ship because Mox figured out his way. Like you said, Scott, I forgot about him going to get help. Going for sobriety. I forgot all about that. But that's the beautiful story. It was like he understood, if I don't fix this, I'm gonna blow it. And thank God, you know what I'm saying? Thank God he had a village. Thank God he had his wife. Like I said, his wife's there. Thank God he really understood the moment. And he also probably understood, I've seen this story told to me before, where you had all this talent, you was on a rocket ship and drugs and bad decisions ruined it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not surprised AEW is here now because Mox is here now. And that night told us, yeah, he's going to be the one leading this shit for the next 10, 15 until he's done. So, yeah, man, that's how you close a fucking show. If you really trying to make a stamp, that's how you fucking do it.
Mm. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the watch list. Double or Nothing. We made it. You know what I mean? I feel at some point we're going to hit 4 hours. I feel like it's coming. I feel like it's coming. And I'm ready.
To be fair, I was falling asleep, Scott, but not that.
I potted with you long enough to know.
Yeah. That shit, I had me laughing. I was about to crack up. I was like, yo, he's fighting through it right now.
I had to sit up.
You started doing this, and you was like this. I was like, oh, he's fighting. He was like,
look,
yo, the hand is right here. I'm like, oh shit, he's fighting it for real. Yeah, shaking their hand. I'm like, yeah.
When you saw his body shift. Gentlemen, what we got tapped for next week, man? If I can make a suggestion, I feel like it's time that we tap in to some type of 2000s indie shit. You know what I mean? It could be Ring of Honor. I've always wanted to talk about on the watch list with y'all the Samoa Joe Necro Butcher match. You know what I mean? But we can discuss it in the
Let's do indie classics, like some of our favorite matches from the era.
okay.
Because I feel like we could do one. Yeah, we'll talk about it. We'll do so. I like Joe and Necro. That's gonna make me think of like Key and Kenta. You know.
At some point in time,
I know about the Unified. I know you know about the Unified, young man.
I was gonna
at
say
some point in time, we definitely need to tap into Lucha Underground.
Oh,
that needs to happen.
Oh, listen,
that needs to happen.
Not like, yo, pick your poison, man. You want Ultima Lucha? You want the Swerve, Strickland, AR Fox joint? You know what I mean? Like, there's the plethoras. I think let's do that. Let's tap in with Lucha Underground around Cinco de Mayo.
Okay.
Let's do that. Because okay. I might mess around and watch all of Lucha Underground all over again. That's easy. That's easy watch. But yeah, let's talk in the group chat. But I want to do something indie. I want to do something indie related.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm down.
Thank y'all for tapping in with us. You know what I mean? You can find me. Oh, Crusher. Peace, brother. Thank you. Always.
Love, Crush.
Man, thank you. Thank you for, you know what I mean, the love. Appreciate you, bro. You can find me, Poetic Scotland, X Scotland Underwood on Instagram, BGW across all platforms, BGW Pod. Please go follow. I'm now mastering how to upload multiple clips all at one time. So you know what I mean, you're gonna see a bunch of clips being pushed tomorrow. So be on the lookout for that. But we cooking, we here. Thank you for tapping in, everybody. Thank you.
Follow me at Heartbreak Julio. Listen to the Almanac Show every weekend or every other weekend when we drop. You know how it should go. Listen, I'm dropping my next album. I Should Have Been a Horseman very soon. Shout out to Dimitri. It's gonna be something special. I made this album instead. It's out now. You can get that on Bandcamp. Physicals, you could go on my Instagram, or streaming. Tap in, man. I'm fresh off doing the show. Happy birthday to my boy Fridge. Shout out to my boy Box. We was up in Brooklyn. We was in the trenches, but we did a wonderful, successful, positive, all love show. It was great. It was thrown by us, so it was a good thing to see the team and them put some shit together, and it was very inspiring. So shout out to them and black music, black business, black pride. Love it.
Y'all already know what it is, man. Almanac Show. He just said it. When God talk, shut the fuck up and listen. You know what I'm saying?
Talk to him.
Locker room lead is fine. More fine than it's ever been. You know what I mean? A ton of fighting whistle. Top 2, nowhere near 2. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Hey, I know I've been saying over and over. I'm glad I've been saying it over and over because I spoke it into existence. Not just me, the whole crew. The D-Mac Boxing Corner is coming, you bitches. All right? It's fucking coming. And this light-skinned demon brother, that's an angel. So Gaines is a good guy. He moving some things. He shipping things around. You want to know, don't you? Don't worry about it. Just know when it happens, it happens. And y'all know me. Oh, I'm tripping. Watch this, BGW volumes. And, of course, Ladies Who Collective. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Season 2.
Come on, season 2 coming. You know what I mean? Almanac coming. Everything coming. My books coming. Come on. You know how we get down. You know what I mean? This Sunday, we'll be back. Volume 228, BGW. We have to talk about current shit for some reason, but it's all good. We still here. You know what I mean? Nah, we tapped in. But for us, it's bedtime, everybody. So thank you for tapping in. We are
BGW Radio is out.
Oh.